So then, where we left off last time, disgusted, Katarina, you turn to leave the altar. The shadowy figures hiss, and their cries of ritual sacrifice turn to Loghorth, Loghorth, we awaken thee. Loghorth, rise, Decayer, rise! The chamber quivers and shakes. Dust falls from the ceiling. The mound of refuse shudders with newfound life, a teeming mass of vines and decay. Everybody, roll initiative.
Fuck yeah.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh, I thought I was going to get 19. I was about to say, I like those fucking nods.
Rodimir is not looking so good.
Wait, do I get any initiative on this? Let me see.
Ooh.
I get +3, okay.
Peter, do you have like a Dex mod at all?
No.
Oh,
Yes.
look.
Oh, yeah, that's a nat 1, so that's disadvantage on your first attack, Rodimir. Alright, well then. The first boss theme. The floor is yours.
Okay, well, I'm obviously gonna pull out my bow and arrow,
Oh, of course.
because that seems like torch council. Yes, I do. I'm gonna set the torch. I'm gonna set the arrow on fire.
Yes.
So that's a d20 roll, right? Yeah.
Plus your 2 hit, yeah.
I love how he just
I forgot
goes
that
for the
plus
fire.
Well, because the fire against a plant or whatever that is.
What's your modifier?
Plus. Sorry. For my bow, it is +3.
If your 2 hit or your damage?
My damage.
Okay.
My fault. To hit is plus.
So that's a 14. You will miss. Your arrow, sort of shaking from the rising and the chanting, it flies over the shambling mound, cutting some of the vines through its shoulder and impaling into the wall.
Okay, and I'll end my turn there.
Sorel, you're up.
Okay, so where exactly is the monster? Because I don't see it on my screen.
Scroll down.
Yeah, it's not there for me.
You don't see the giant circle thing?
Oh, never mind. I was looking for a token. I'm sorry.
That is
God
a
damn,
token.
Nick. It's anticlimactic.
Shut up.
Dom started it all nice, and then Nikki ruined it.
Alright. I'm just gonna go in and stab it with my...
Alright.
Okay.
That was dumb.
It'll be okay.
I just want to throw
I know,
that out
I'm
there.
just doing it right now.
I just want to throw that out there that Nick does have the cape on him. So just let's keep that in consideration. Not that that's going to help much.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Does Rodimir, holifying the water do anything against the monster?
I don't know. 13. You slash through some of its vases, its vines. Sorry, not vase. You slash some of its vines like it's a large jungle, and seemingly do no damage. A 13 will miss.
Alright, well, I tried.
Can you back away safely? No.
Alright, not gonna use cunning action. Well, I guess you gotta teach them somehow.
Oh my god!
I knew he was going to do that.
Well, there's only one way to teach them how to play their characters.
I just remembered it as I ended my turn.
Nick, I would start making your second character.
Show mercy.
The shambling mound looks down at you. Your dagger sort of just sticking into it a little bit. It raises its one giant arm and goes down to slam into you. Will a 14 hit you?
No.
Alright, you dodge out of the way. It slams into a wall, sending rubble flying everywhere. And then it raises its hand again. Woo! For the second attack. That's a 12.
It won't hit.
You manage to duck just under it as it slams into the other wall. By pure dumb luck, you have not gotten yourself killed. Elduin, you're up.
All right. Well, definitely gonna start this off with a firebolt.
Of course.
If Elduin dies, can he come back as a firebolt?
What's your spell to hit mod?
Yeah, that was I meant to add it on there. That is a +6, so it is a 19.
The first hit of the night, your firebolt slams forward into it, beginning to burn away the layers upon layers of protective vines around this creature.
Woo! I can't do anything else, so I'm gonna end my turn from there. Where do I end my turn?
I would
Oh.
hope you'd roll damage.
Oh yeah, damage. Yeah, that would help.
I mean, you can choose not to if you'd
I-
like.
I can just give him a light tap. 1d10 is that 3.
3 damage. All right.
All right, now I'm going to end my turn.
Alrighty.
Where do I end it at?
You click your token and you click end turn. That's the little pointer on the toolbar.
Yeah, it's.
You're on the ruler tool, Peter.
I got off.
Not the. Yeah.
All right, hey, listen, it's been a week. Give me a break.
God, Peter, you ruined the flow.
Alright, Rodimir, do something.
I'm going to run up through the water.
Oh yeah, that's rough terrain, so I think you can only move to where you are.
No, well, you mean,
Yeah, so,
right now?
wait, where do you
It's
want
rough
to move
terrain.
to? It's rough terrain, so that would be,
half movement, right?
10,
I don't know if
20, 25. I think you could be able to move, like, about here.
Okay. No, I'm too far, but I can
Where were
use-
you? Here?
Yep.
You could just move alongside the rafters and get
Oh, I could,
There.
but I still wouldn't get very far, but it would be better up there, yeah.
yeah.
So I'll go there. And, I would like to use, I think, just looking for the name of it, Sacred Flame.
Alrighty.
So, I think
That's
that's
an 11 on the death save.
he fails.
Yeah, this large shambling mound doesn't seem to have much dexterity to it, so it sort of just stands in place as a little bundle of radiant light pops underneath it. Sits, that's radiant, correct?
Yep.
Alright, thank you. Sits radiant. Katarina, you're up. The water is rough terrain, so it counts as double movement.
Okay. I just gotta figure out what this one is again. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I am gonna use Hunter's Mark on the monster.
Absolutely, you get to use it for free because 8 hours does not pass.
And then I am going to light my bow and arrow, well, my arrow on fire.
Yeah, 1 second, I'm trying to, Whatever, I'll remember.
Okay, so +7. That's fuck. Okay, so that's a +7 with that 6.
Yeah, roll it. So what, did you get a 12?
Yeah, +7. Wait, let me see. 6 +7.
Another 13?
Fuck.
You missed again.
Okay, I'm gonna end my turn.
Alrighty, Sorella, you're up.
Alright, so I'm gonna move back to Elduin and use my short bow.
Are you using Cunning Action to move away?
Yes.
Alright. Also here, this will be your
Alright.
hunter. This will be your hunter's mark, Katarina, since it's not letting me put markers on it.
Oh shit, not D4.
Well, with a solid 8, you will also miss.
Shit. Alright, I'll end my turn.
Alright, okay. Swimming. Alright.
This thing's out to kill me.
Whoop. It lurks underneath the water for a second, swimming underneath the whole now clear blue so you can see it as it moves. And it pops out of the water, sending water splattering everywhere as it sends one arm towards you and one arm towards Katarina. I have a 24 to hit you, and I have a 16 to hit Katarina.
16?
Yeah.
It will hit.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
it'll
Katarina, you will take... Yeah, okay. So, Sorel, you'll take 14 bludgeoning. Katarina, you'll take 7 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that's its turn. Elduin, you're up.
I have 10 health points left.
All right, I'm slightly glad you moved that way,
Yeah?
guys. It's happening. I'm using my first spell slot.
Yes!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use Burning Hands.
Finally. So I believe that is a
Plus the
dexterity
6
save
my.
throw. Burning Hands is not an attack roll.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a dexterity save.
It's not an attack.
It's the creature has to save against it.
Oh, so what do I do for that? I'm sorry.
The creature got a 5. I believe that will fail your spell save DC.
Ah, fuck. So that means I gotta put a spell slot, right?
And now it will take 3d6 fire because it got a 5.
Yeah, roll damage.
I'm confused on what's happening.
You hit.
So, you know when I asked you to make, like, a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Burning Hands is a saving throw, so instead of rolling to hit, you make it save against the effect. It got a 5. Next to your spell attacking modifier, it says spell save. It got a 5. That is probably less than what your spell save modifier is.
Okay.
Therefore, you roll the damage.
Okay. So I'm good to roll the damage then. All right. And that's
And
Roll.
even if it succeeded, it would still take half damage.
okay. And that's a 3d6 and a
Yes.
1d6. Yep. To put a
Well,
command.
it's only 3d6.
Oh.
You get an extra d6 if you upcast it if at level 3.
Fancy fire.
All right.
Solid.
And I selected the spell slot, so it's used.
Yeah. Alright.
And then yeah, I'll end my turn.
Alrighty, Rodimir, you're up.
So, I know that we have, what is it called? A running jump or jumping distance?
Yes.
Could I jump past the water and, like, move down 5 feet here and then jump 5 past the water? And then
Yeah,
go...
you can make me an athletics check as part of your movement action.
Okay, one moment. I just need to check my modifier.
Look at Rodimir being the stunt devil over here.
He'll probably break all of his bones.
Well, he's drunk.
He is truly the hero we don't deserve.
15. Long jump. Yeah, and so you can move up to 10 feet.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
So I could get here?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. So I could skirt around and get down here then with the rest of my movement?
Yeah,
Okay?
go for it.
Yes! I don't know what I plan to do now.
Didn't think that far.
He's the beast.
I would like to use my Radiance of Dawn, I think.
Okay. That is con, right?
Mhm.
That is an 18.
Oh, it succeeds. But it
So
takes
half, right?
damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just quickly roll.
So you're letting forth your large holy light slamming into this creature. It begins to moan as it's now taken quite a beating.
Yes, screw you, monster.
Alright. Katarina, you're up.
Okay, I am going to pull out my sword,
Yeah.
my silver sword. And I'm gonna swing at it. So let me roll my thing. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. My fault.
Wow, that's a lot of hits. Wow.
Okay, 17 plus 5.
That's a hit.
Okay, so now let me roll my d6. 3.
And then another d6 for Hunter's Mark.
So that's plus 3.
8 damage total.
Okay. And I will end my turn here.
Alrighty, the creature is now bloodied.
Ooh.
Okay, guys, this may be a stupid idea.
Jesus
Oh, no.
Christ.
I hate when things start with that sentence right there. One of those times I think was Dom hitting something with a torch, just throwing that out there. So we're a little concerned.
Okay, so I want to go onto its back and stab it, and just hang on there.
Why?
I just want to mention, looking at the token, there's a body half absorbed in the vine, so I imagine that will happen to you if you climb on it.
No, it's fine.
Alright, good point. I'm just gonna stay where I am and stab at one of its, whatever they're called.
Alright, okay. I thought it was a really good idea. Oh, that will miss.
Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna end.
You're not gonna cunning accent away? Wonderful.
No.
Alright, the Shambling Mound turns to you, Rodimir, after being hit by the holy light, and brings both of its arms down towards you.
Warding Flare twice. Can I
Warding
use
Flare twice?
I think I can only use it once, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. Alright, so, with disadvantage. Alright. Alrighty. So my first attack is a 20, 21, and then 27, 26.
They both hit.
I need to get a calculator.
Oh god.
What's your HP total?
22. Goodbye.
Alright, so it won't instantly kill you, but you'll take 30.
This is what Rodimir was here for. So nobody else would have to be hit.
And now it activates Engulf.
Goodbye, guys.
No, Rodimir!
The Shambling Mound engulfs you. You are blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
Bye, guys. Now, I have a question.
Yeah?
Can I kill it with intoxication? Because I should be drunk now.
I'm afraid this creature has immunity to poison damage.
Damn it!
So at the start of each of your turns, Rodimir, you'll have to make both a death save and a con saving throw.
Oh, good.
And what's your con modifier?
+3.
So at the end of 3 turns, you will begin suffocating.
Shit.
Oh, good.
We need to hurry.
Elduin, you're up.
Okay. So he's not fully in. He's just starting to go in.
Oh no, he's fully in. This creature lurches forward, opens its giant mouth, chomp, swallow, and Rodimir is engulfed into the creature.
Oh, it's a good snake.
Oh shit. Oh, shit. And then he's gonna get affected by the attacks if I...
No.
Rodimir won't be
Not that
affected by
cool.
attacks?
No, I'm not that cruel.
Oh, okay.
He's
thought that was
already
what's-
gonna be he's already gonna be failing death saves left and right by this thing's stomach ability.
And one more quick question.
Yeah.
A spell slot, they all revive if we do a long rest?
Yes.
I'm going to do Burning Hand again.
All right. That's a 13 on its saving throw.
Alright. And then...
So next to your spell attack modifier, it should say spell save. And tell me what your spell save is.
Attack modifier. Is that the DC saving throw?
Yeah.
14.
Okay, so it fails. So full damage, 3d6.
Alright. And then I got to roll the, whatchamacallit? Rodimir, I'm coming
Yeah.
for you! Alright, so 3d6.
I feel when you give all your health potions to a single person and they get swallowed.
I know, right? Now, I was just thinking of that. I'm like, Rodimir has all our stuff, so 9.
9 damage, okay.
Alright. And that'll be my turn.
Alrighty. Rodimir, I need you to make your death save at the beginning. So
Just
1d20.
checking with Death Slaves. It never uses con modifier, does it?
No, it's flat d20. Unless you're Sorel and you have the Cloak of Protection, so you get a +1. Okay, so you passed your first death save, and now make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Lord.
If you fail it, you will... Oh, you passed! Okay, so you don't take any damage. Katarina, you're up.
Yay!
Okay. Is there a way I could try to cut Rodimir out?
You can.
I would like to make that try.
Alrighty.
I don't like how this is going. This is the guy that used the torch.
Fuck. That's a +7 too, so...
You miss. Trying to cut away at Rodimir, at the most enforced part of this thing, the stomach, you can barely make any leeway, and the Sambling Mound turns its full attention to you.
Quick question, Crazy.
Yeah.
If I were to use my, my inspiration, and I recover hit points, would it revive me?
Yes.
Okay, and I need to use that on my turn, correct?
Yeah, you can use that at any time,
Huh.
and affect anyone.
Don't I get a bonus attack?
I don't know.
Or am I taking it wrong? I think I do. Hold up. I think I can attack... Let me see. For my weapons... Right! I think I do. Because Hunter Mark gives, Oh no, that's only...
Oh yeah, Hunter's Mark gives you an extra d6 damage.
Okay, I'm gonna end my turn.
Alright, Sorel, you're up.
Alright, Rodimir's still in the thing's stomach, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I think I'm gonna do the same thing Katarina did and just try to get him out by using my
Alright.
daggers.
Alright, make that attack roll. That'll hit. So roll your damage first and foremost. And roll your sneak attack because you have an ally.
Oh shit!
Alrighty. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's
Sorry,
okay.
I'm trying to rush so I don't take too long.
Don't worry about taking too long. We got all
yeah.
night.
And now make me an athletics check, contested by this thing's athletics check, to fight against Rodimir being pulled out. Well, that's a nat 20 from this thing, so you're gonna have to get a pretty high roll.
If I were to wake up right now, could I help?
No, because it's not your turn.
Damn it.
Rodimir trying.
Yeah, no, you cannot fight against this thing, and the vines close over the stomach once again.
Shit! Alright, well, I tried. Alright, I'm gonna use my cunning edge.
Sorry. Just throwing it up.
I can't.
Alright, roll your 2d6.
Okay. I'm also going to use the necrotic damage as well.
Alright.
Oh, maybe that's a bad thing. Oh, boy.
Just interrupts Sorel's turn. Mark.
I know.
I'm sorry. I
Fuck
wanted
your
to get
turn,
to
Sorel.
The first one will be HP. The second one will be damage against it.
Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna use cunning edge just to move away.
Alright. That your turn? Alright. This thing turns to you, Katarina. Both of its arms raised up. 13 and 20 to hit.
13 and 20.
Yeah.
So it needs to be high. Oh,
It
my
needs
armor.
to meet.
Armor class.
Oh, my armor class is 14. So.
Alright, so the 20 hits, you'll take 13 bludgeoning.
13. I'm down.
Just raises a hand and smacks it down into the altar, making a giant crack and just giant Katarina-sized hole in it. And that's it. And it will move forward. You move with it, Rodimir, because you're inside of it. And it will approach Elduin.
Fuck.
Elduin, you're up.
Katarina got Yamcha.
I have one more spell slot, but I don't think it's a good idea to use it just yet. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, it's always a good idea to use it in the box.
Listen, you're 2 people down. Do whatever you want.
Do it. Use the spell.
Hey, Rodimir isn't down anymore.
Well,
Alright, guys. I'm doing it. Burning hands again.
Alrighty.
Last spell slot.
And I assume you're aiming it so it won't hit
Yes.
Katarina or... Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Dexterity save. That's a 2. Roll your 3d6.
Please said.
3d6. Why did I just type that wrong?
Oh, yeah,
3.
3d6, yeah.
There we go. 11.
11. Alrighty.
And then I will end my turn.
Alrighty. Rodimir, at the start of your turn, I need a con save.
You got it. I'm just checking. Okay.
He has to be close to death
That's
at this
a
point.
fail. So, inside of this thing's horrible stomach acid, you will take 17 damage.
Ooh.
Good night,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye.
Rodimir's knocked unconscious again.
Fuck.
And, next turn, you begin to suffocate.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Big damage, Nick.
Katarina,
Big damage.
uh,
Oh wait, Katarina's
yeah,
down.
I know.
Roll me 1d20 here, death saving throw.
Okay. 1d20.
That's one fail.
Jesus Christ.
Sorel, you're up.
Alright, just because we need the damage, I'm gonna move up to Elduin.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm going to attack with my dagger.
That's a hit.
You guys could do it.
Alright.
And I do sneak damage.
Yep, and that's your d6. Alrighty.
See, I'm getting a member, and I'm gonna use Cunning Edge just to move down 1.
Yes, you're learning how to play rogue. I would recommend moving a little bit more out of the way so it can't get you in its grab range.
See, Crazy, I
Yes,
knew you
good.
weren't that you that much of an asshole.
I forgot to end my turn. I'm sorry.
Alrighty. What was that, Peter?
Please be nice. Be gentle. Be gentle.
It
Not
moves
in the
one.
face.
It moves one square down, so it has both Peter and Sorel within its attack range.
Oh, come on.
Be gentle.
One attack going to both of you.
All right.
Oh, I have a 9 going to Elduin and a 14 going to Sorel.
Fuck you, John. Fuck you. You missed.
Yeah,
He
it missed
misses
for
you.
me.
Oh, because you have the cloak, right?
Yeah.
So 2 misses.
Yes.
Alright, Elduin, you're up. As it swings wildly, horribly overestimating and taking out the ceiling above.
Alright. So I'm out of spell slots. I'm gonna use Firebolt.
Alright, I would recommend taking one back. I mean, well, the problem here is that you're gonna take an up attack, but you get disadvantage because it's a spell attack roll.
But I just rolled the 20.
Oh! I mean, yeah, I mean, you can take the step back and take the up attack and keep the 20,
Okay.
or roll again.
Alright.
Let's see if it even hits. 15,
15. Yeah, that's a hit, unfortunately.
11 damage.
11 damage. Alright, fuck. Alright. And then,
Not 20, roll 2d10, double damage die.
2d10. Alright. Roll 2d10. Oh!
Fuck. Alrighty. Thing's pretty close to being dead.
God.
Alright. Is that your turn?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, Rodimir, make your death save and your con save.
Oh my god.
That was a failed
One-
death save.
One failed death save, and now your con save.
Oh boy. Goodbye world. Oh no. I
You
think
will,
I'm dead.
you will fail one more death save.
Oh boy. I'm still alive.
One more failed death save, and Rodimir will die.
Yeah, we need to
Katarina,
do some
roll me a
damage.
death save.
Oh my god.
That's one failed death save.
That's my second.
Yeah, so both of you, one more failed death save, and you die. Sorel, you're up.
You guys need to kill this thing.
Okay, just a quick question. Can I use my dagger from where I'm standing?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay, so I want to move up to Elduin again,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna attack dagger.
Okay. That's a hit. Alright, and your sneak attack? Alrighty.
Alright, after that... I'm gonna use Cunning Edge just to move
Alright.
back where I was.
Alrighty. I'm gonna flip a coin here to see who it sends its 2 attacks to.
Oh no.
Be gentle.
Alright. Sorel?
Thank God.
That is a 15 and a critical hit to hit you.
Oh.
Oh no.
I'm down.
Well-
Wrong zero.
Well, I need to know, does the 15 hit you first off?
Yes.
Alrighty. What's your HP maximum?
15.
Okay. You take 28 points of damage. I was instantly killing you.
Oh god.
So just slam, another Sorel-sized hole in the floor.
I got Yamcha.
Alright, Eldrin, it's end it here, or...
So, Elduin pulls out the hidden spell slot in his ass. No, I'm just kidding.
It's the power of friendship.
Eldrin pulls out the secret spell slot his grandfather gave him on his deathbed. Oni-chan, forgive me, he whispers.
Well-
Go all out just this once.
The only thing I got to work with is Firebolt.
Alright, make that attack roll.
6.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
what's your
no,
attack?
8. Wait,
What's
plus,
your-
yeah, 6. So,
plus 6.
that's, one of those.
14.
Yeah.
That is just barely by meeting a hit.
All right, and then 1d6.
You need to get 6 damage to kill.
Quick, guys, blow on my dice so I can get good luck.
Peter, you just kill yourself at the altar.
Guys, it's riding on this because I ain't surviving another attack.
Kill yourself at the altar.
Was it a d6 that you rolled?
Fuck.
Wah, wah, wah,
Kill yourself at the altar.
Didn't you roll d10 before though for the?
Oh wait, hold
Or
on.
was that?
Did I fuck up? Oh, D10. I'm sorry. Hold on. I got a redemption. Redemption.
He's still in this.
Oh, 4.
That's 2 numbers off.
Fuck.
So
Oh my god.
once again.
Kill yourself at the altar.
Hey,
But
if Katarina dies on the altar, the boss fight ends.
Oh god. Alright.
Alright.
Epic music
Alright.
back. Let's go.
Alright, Rodimir, make your death save and your con save. You have to succeed on both of them to live. That's a succeed on the death save. And, that is a fail on the con save.
Oh.
Goodbye, y'all.
No!
Looks like y'all are gonna be using those free resurrections. Alright, Katarina, you're up. Make your death save. If you fail, you die.
Please.
No, that's a pass. That's a 10.
Oh,
my
thank God.
Sorrel, make your death save. And before the nat 20 instant get up, oh, that's a success.
17. Oh, fuck.
Peter, you gotta finish it.
It looks down at you, Eldrin, slowly raising both of its large vine hands. And that's an 11 and a 9.
Oh my god.
Oh, are you kidding me? I survived?
You know, it's days like these, So, bringing your arms up to cover your eyes, you look and both sides of the wall are completely destroyed behind you. God fucking damn it. Alright, it's your turn.
Oh my god. And my heart dropped because I was looking over. I was like, oh, I have a shield. And I was like, oh, fuck no, I gotta use a spell slot for that. Alright, so based off what you said, all I gotta do is a really good firebolt. So here we go again.
Yeah. At the moment, if you hit, you will kill it. But you're
Please hit.
you're in melee.
No!
You miss.
Oh,
God.
Really epic battle of misses between the Sambling Mound and Elduin.
Oh.
Hey, Rodimir's fucking dead. Katarina, make your death.
Fuck.
It'd be good if you failed because we're all going to die anyway. At least you could end the boss fight.
That's a fail.
I'm dead.
Is combat over?
On the Sambling Mound with 1 health left.
Are you kidding me?
God damn it.
As Katarina stops breathing on the altar, all of the ghosts disappear. The Sambling Mound slowly dissolves into vines on the floor, leaving behind Rodimir's deceased body. The house is silent. Eldrin, are you going to take a healing potion from Rodimir and feed it to your dear and only friend Sorrel?
Does it make a difference? What happens if I don't?
I'm gonna make them keep making death saves. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, sure. Then go ahead and use it.
You can take
Sorrel, roll me
2d4.
2d4 plus 2. Well, we're waiting.
Is an echo out again?
He did.
Okay, I'm back. What happened?
Roll 2d4 plus 2. Peter's given you a healing potion out of his pure love for you as his only friend.
Oh, that sounds like a lie.
You get 8 health.
Yeah, I'm back.
With a sudden gasp of air as the giant bruises slowly begin to fade back into your skin and normal skin color. You look around and see the utter devastation of Rodimir dissolving into the water, Katarina skull completely flattened against the altar, ribcage exposed and ribs pointing out.
Gonna need a funeral for that one.
I did not die like that. I'm calling bull.
Well, you got crushed by a giant vine. Yeah.
I wasn't dead.
Just shut up. Just accept the fact that you got Yamcha'd.
Now, which one of you would like to go first?
In terms of what? What's gonna happen?
Well, Peter's the main character.
No. Katarina or Rodimir. Which one of you would like to have your wonderful talk with Daddy Strahd?
Well, might as well be the drunk. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, totally. Let's send the holy man to the devil.
Wonderful.
I see black.
Really?
I can't see anything.
I'm gonna have to put tokens down again.
Okay. Oh, fancy.
So, Rodimir, as you suddenly come to again, you are in this wasteland of fog, surrounded by large dead trees, and looking back and forth, you see these translucent figures of men and women with blue skin and depressed looks as they just endlessly walk through the fog. Slowly, the fog begins to part as a man with alabaster skin and slicked back black hair with glowing red eyes slowly begins to walk through the mist towards you, his black cape billowing in the wind as the mist parts as he walks, almost in complete and utter servitude.
Doesn't seem like there's much to do. He's just walking.
Yes. Slowly, the man comes to you, and with his eyes, he just slowly looks you up and down. He clicks his tongue a little bit at you, before finally saying something. Tisk, tisk. And here I thought that you would be so much more interesting.
Rude.
Tell me, champion of the Silver Flame, do you think you deserve another chance at life in my little game?
Life. Game.
Oh,
Oh.
yes. Oh, I am so sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Strahd von Zarovitz, Lord of Barovia and Dread Lord of Ravenloft. It is a pleasure to welcome you into my home.
This is your home.
Oh, yes. All that the mist touches and develops is my wonderful dead domain.
It's not much of a home.
Oh,
Seems
no.
Empty.
You have...
Like, dirty.
Oh, you have not seen the more elegant parts of my little home.
Are you sure?
But-
It's just a lot of mist, dirt, and trees. Weird people.
Why do I always get the jumps? I will make it simple for you, champion of the Silver Flame. You have died far too quickly. I have not had my chance to enjoy you yet, as you enjoy a fine wine. So I will give you one chance to come back to life and have another chance at entertaining me, but if you do not entertain me, then I will merely kill you again.
I don't know if I buy the being dead part. I don't remember dying. And again, I don't remember much. But it doesn't really matter. Why would you help me beyond your entertainment?
Why is it not obvious? As you said yourself, this entire land is dirt and a mist. The people here as dead as the land themselves, so as a noble calls bards to taverns for entertainment, I call adventurers. And adventurers are my entertainment in this land of death and decay and depression. Now, and that does not put on a show before they get themselves killed. It is not worth my time. So, yes, I am offering to bring you back to life because, very simply, you are my toy. And I do not like my toys being broken, especially by people who are not myself.
Okay. But, yeah, I'm really wondering, why do you have this whole kingdom of, like, dead people, dead things, and you can bring people back, but you just don't? Like, why?
Now. I wouldn't want to spoil my entertainment too quickly now, would I? All will be revealed in due time.
Just doesn't make sense to me. However, I can totally...
it will not make sense to you. Not for a while.
I can understand bringing me back so you can have a drink, buddy. Like, that's a totally different story. And that does provide some good entertainment, so... Maybe you're telling a little bit of truth, but, if I really am dead, I can't imagine it would be natural.
Oh, no, it was not. I believe your brain is dissolving in a pool of holy water right now.
I faintly remember that. That's okay with me. That seems fine.
Wonderful. I am so glad that you could see reason, my dear Rodimir, champion of the Silver Flame. Now then, he holds out his hand. Merely shake on it, and I shall whisk you back to life, but if you make yourself a nuisance again, I will not bother to glue together the broken toy.
So, would this be unholy magic, or necromancy, or fine magic?
Rodimir. You are a cleric of the light, and you cannot perceive a god standing before you?
Not really. He usually has more liquor.
Oh, boy. Now, the type of magic that I do to you does not matter if it is unholy or necromantic. I am the god of this land, and if I will you to come back to life, you will come back to life.
It's a little against my beliefs, you know? I'd like to be natural.
I mean, you could stay here with all the other dead folk.
I can't say if that exactly feels natural. Do they have booze here?
No, they do not. Your soul will be slowly eaten away by the... Why am I talking? You do not care.
Okay, don't go. Let's shake down. Everything's fine. I agree to your turn.
Good. You've already wasted enough of my time.
So I reach out and shake his hand.
Oh, boy. Thunder echoes in the background, and with a gasp, you find yourself pulling yourself out of the holy water, your skin slowly melting itself back together. And now I need you to roll me a d20 for your dark gift from Daddy Strahd.
Oh, boy.
A 3. I'll just go ahead and PM you what your new wonderful gift from Daddy Strahd is.
Okay.
While he does that, I want to say I fucking love the Rodimir character.
I feel like Strahd only brought him back because he's so annoying.
Oh boy. I know exactly who Strahd's gonna kill first. So, Katarina, much of the same. You find yourself in this misty wilderness of dead walking amongst other dead. Until that same alabaster-skinned man slowly turns to you as you watch. He waves his hand through Rodimir, and Rodimir disappears, and he turns to you. And with a small sigh, I am going to forget the theatrics. I assume you're all incompetent.
I wouldn't call everyone incompetent.
No, most definitely. You got yourself killed by a fucking plant.
Well, aren't you dead? So that means you got fucking killed too.
Do you not understand? Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I pissing you off?
No. I'm just wondering, out of everyone that I could have brought into here, I brought you.
Well, whose fault is that?
Oh damn.
Alright, you can stay here then. Goodbye. He begins to walk away.
Fine.
No. I wouldn't want to bother you anymore. You've already, made yourself at home here. I wouldn't want to plague you with being in my home anymore.
I mean, if you... Okay, just tell me what I have to do.
No. Let me get one thing straight, Ranger. I am the god of this land, and I will not tolerate you treating my land as a joke. I will very happily leave you dead. And your friends can realize that I will kill you one by one.
I'm gonna remain silent.
That's what I thought. And he slowly begins to walk forward again.
Would I know what Strahd is?
I mean, he is basically the living stereotype of a vampire.
So I wouldn't know what he is.
Most likely, yeah.
Okay, so what type of magic you plan on doing?
Rodimir asked the same question of me. It is not magic. It is pure, unbottled divinity. I am the god of Barovia. If I will you to live, you live. If I will you to die, you die. And if you do not start acting a little bit more grateful, I will leave you dead. Now beg.
Fake?
Beg for me to give you your life back, or I will allow the mist to slowly eat away at your soul for all eternity.
Big.
I'm waiting. I may be undead, but I'm not getting any younger here.
Can I please have my life back?
Put a little bit more emotion into it now.
Mr. Strahd.
Lord
May I
Strahd.
Lord Strahd. May I please have my life back?
You don't sound very convincing. You don't sound so grateful. Please. Am I bothering? Is my presence here? Is my gracious offer to bring you back to life a nuisance? Would you rather stay here? I'm so sorry. I will allow you to stay here in hell. I apologize for taking up your...
Fine, but this doesn't get out. I proceed to get on my knees.
Wonderful.
I beg you, merciful God, please give me my life.
Well, since you asked, so nice. I will grant you another chance at life, but remember the gracious God who brought you back to life from the kindness of his heart. He is slowly looking down at you. Welcome back to Barovia. Enjoy yourself, but do not make too much of a nuisance, or your game will end all too early. As he snaps his fingers, and you also pull yourself up off the altar, your skull slowly inflating back into your skull, and your ribs almost putting themselves back together and entering back into your chest cavity as your skin just grafts over itself.
Yes.
Real quick side note. Guys, that was fucking perfect. Listen, Elliot, you've been great with Rodimir, but Dom, you did awesome with your character right there. I gotta say right off
My
there.
character's not very
No, you did perfect.
nice to
Anyway,
people.
let's get back into this.
What? No compliments for my Strahd?
Oh no, you always do perfect. You're doing a great job for us with this. There's no doubt about that.
I'm just gonna
And now,
mumble.
Katarina, I need you to roll a d20 to see what his so gracious God gave you as a parting gift for dying too early.
I'm just gonna mumble to myself. Thank God I don't believe in a god.
Thunder echoes throughout the entire building
Okay.
as you say that.
I changed my mind. I won't say that.
Oh no, go.
Alright, 10. Oh! Let me PM you that one.
I already know this is gonna be fucking bad.
Bad for you, good for him.
You guys can RP with yourselves now that Sorel and Elduin, you've watched as fucking Rodimir and Katarina just pull themselves up, their bodies reforming around them as thunder echoes outside.
Alright, so I'll start off by looking very confused, and I turn around. How are you guys still alive? What the
Do
hell
you
happened?
remember what happened?
Oh, you remember exactly what happened.
I pop open my bottle of wine and start drinking.
My mouth's just wide open. What the?
Guys, how are you how are you alive right now?
Well, congrats. We're playing a game.
What?
I
Is this an
turned to
act of
Elduin.
God?
I guess you can say that.
What do you mean?
So, a vampire is pulling strings.
Do we know he's a vampire, by the way? Real quick side note.
I do.
They would know. They've seen
Okay.
him.
And plus, they hunt.
I'm not sure if Rodimir would know, but Katarina being a monster hunter would definitely know.
A vampire? Here?
Yep. And he's controlling everything, I think.
I always
Also-
thought.
As you talk to Katarina, you realize her back is hunched over. She has a hunched back now.
Oh, this is bullshit.
Katarina, why are you leaning over?
Nogla. You wanna come try and fix it?
Can we fix it?
I don't know.
Fucking
I don't-
right. Actually, wait. Rodimir, do you have any alcohol?
What is that gonna do?
I keep chugging my wine. Oh, dead man don't get booze. Why? Why? And I just keep drinking it, ignoring the question of
Please
if I have
give
booze.
me his bottle before he drinks it all. I don't want to sit through pain.
And I drink it
Yeah,
fast.
every little movement you make, Katamir, just fills you with sharp and horrible pain.
Katamir? Did you just say Katamir?
Kat, that's a different character. Katarina. Yeah.
I shit that.
I turn to Rodimir. Hey, Is there anything you can do for this? She doesn't look like she's in very good health right now.
I can try. Probably. So I'll wander on over to her while I
Yeah,
continue to
it
drink.
appears Rodimir has come back to death with basically no penalty. But Katarina, her experience with death has left her scarred and deformed.
Real quick side note. Well, I don't know why that went off. Anyway, real quick side note. Did they tell us? Can we like sum down if you guys tell us everything, or?
Yes.
All right. So
I basically
Katarina told
did.
us everything. So Rodimir, are you gonna tell us everything?
He will mostly complain about not getting booze and then just expressing he doesn't like the afterlife.
And that's all we get at. Okay. So that all right. So Katarina gives us everything, which is enough to get us an idea on what's going on. Rodimir, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, from what you get from the two of them, Eldrin and Sorel, basically you found yourself into a chess game with a vampire playing both sides of white and black.
I always thought gods to be more divine.
I'm gonna take the alcohol bottle from Rada.
I look at Sorel and shake my head. I don't know if he's actually a god. What god would do this to us?
The guy who thinks he's a god.
Anyway, Rodimir, what do you think? Can you do anything for Katarina?
I'm gonna roll some medicine to see if I can do anything.
Rodimir, you're training as a cleric. You immediately recognize what is a dark curse, the darkest of curses, a curse that damns the very soul. You would need no less than an angel to heal the dark curse that has been bestowed upon yourself and Katarina.
Man, I was called champion of the Silver Flame, so maybe I'm an angel.
Oh fuck, he's gonna do a fucking ritual. My character hates your legend.
By the way, was that in character? By the way, for
No.
that remark, because that would have made it better.
We'll do it as he asks. I could hold a funeral for myself, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that. We'll just light some incense that won't light and say a few prayers and yeah, it's a good funeral.
Yes. Can I have you make a religion check?
Sure. Let me just quickly check what my religion is. I really don't have that high. Oh boy.
With a 7, you go to pray, right? And as you do your funeral rite, you feel something empty. It's like you're talking into a walkie-talkie, but the other side has been turned off. This is the first time you've really noticed it, but you have absolutely no divine connection to your god. You can't even feel them listening.
This makes Rodimir very salty. He can't hold funerals anymore. What's he gonna do?
He can, but they're gonna feel very one-sided.
I throw my incense into the water, mumbling angrily.
There's also the holy water. It tingles yours and Katarina's skin like little electrical shocks as you go through it.
I'm gonna sit in it.
He's just like crossing his arms.
Yeah, you know when you take like your bathrobe off and you go to touch the shower head and it shocks you? It's like that over every inch of your body.
Okay,
Sparky.
I observe this and turn around and go, "Are you guys okay? Something seems off."
which one of you is strong?
Yeah, like one of you just died. Too soon?
Does someone want to put my backpack in the book?
We did die, but now there's nothing. Doesn't matter if I hold a funeral or say a prayer. God's not gonna send me any more wine. Like, what does it matter? It's gone. What am I gonna do? Can I even use divine magic anymore? Do I even know?
Wait, so God supplies you with wine?
I'm gonna walk over to Katarina and turn around and I'll say, Katarina, I'm not much on the medical side of things, but let me see if I can maybe put a warm compress, I guess, with my hands on your back to maybe help with it.
He's gonna do a fireball.
Can we make that happen? Or
So
Do I-
you start to give her like a little like warm massage.
so I guess I kind of want to do something like, so my character's, for anyone that's watching, is basically mainly fire attribute. So can I like warm my hand up onto
Yeah,
her back?
absolutely. Yeah, go for it.
All right, do I got to roll for that?
No, it's just a free action.
I mean,
All right, so
if
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, as you slowly bring your hands down her spine to sort of warm her up, her spine doesn't feel human. It feels jagged, it feels pointy, it feels broken in many places, almost like it feels like a metal rod being held together by Scotch tape that's had thorns like wrapped around it.
I quickly step back and turn to Katarina in a surprised look and turn around and say, Katarina, something does not seem right. Something seems very wrong with you right now.
Well, the fucking vampire had something to do with this, and I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Guys, there's a town nearby. Maybe we
right
should go
outside.
see. Yeah, maybe we should go see if there's anything that can help us. Maybe a doctor or something. Because this is
Worst comes
not.
to worst, we try to do it by force.
yeah, I can do surgery if you guys
And-
want.
And my character is generally concerned, by the way. So I quickly turn around to everyone. We need to go now, and maybe start proceeding out.
Yes. If you would like to leave, by someone dying on the altar, all of Death House is no longer deadly, and you can leave as an immediate action with no penalty.
Everyone wants to leave, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Before
Alright,
I
we're all
slam my
leaving.
back in the side of the stairs.
Do. So, slowly, the fog begins to roll out from around the building, revealing tall shapes looming out of the fog that surround everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestone. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts through except for mournful sobbing that echoes the streets from a distance. And as you turn, slowly the death house begins to crumble to bricks in front of you.
Well, thank God.
My immediate thing is to look around and see if there's anyone nearby.
It's strange. Especially coming from somewhere, being a traveler like yourself. You've been to Waterdeep, you've been to Luskin, you've been to Daggerford. You've been to all of these different towns, and this town is not like any of them. It's depressing. Buildings are boarded up, glass shattered, dust caked onto the windows. And just as you begin to walk down, you see immediately doors are slammed, shutters are closed over the windows. It's like the very occupants are afraid of your presence.
I yell
no
out.
one dares be on the roads.
I yell out to everyone. Can anyone help us? Is there a doctor nearby?
I'm a doctor.
Can you fix my back?
Well, let's try. I'll do some cure wounds.
You regain 10 health, but it does nothing to affect the integral structure of your spine.
Well, nothing I could do. Rodimir wanders off.
I don't know if they're following me, but I'm gonna continue walking down through the town.
I'll put
We'll.
your little tokens down.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you give a token, I'll show you where I'm walking. So I would probably walk to this intersection next.
All right.
And I guess let me do a perception. Oh, well, not perception, but I'm going to look around. So if you need me to do a perception check, I'll do that. But pretty much I'm just looking for someone.
Sure. What the only place that seems to be of interest here is a single shaft of light that thrusts illumination into the main square. Its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs above the door, proclaiming this to be the Blood on the Vine Tavern, right over here.
Tavern?
I'm gonna walk over that way, and I'm gonna tell everyone to follow me. And then I turn around. Guys, I don't think anyone's going to respond to us, but maybe there might be someone in here we can talk to.
And booze?
I think booze is the last of our worries right now.
I think it's the front of our worries.
And I just shake my head, slightly laughing at the humor at this. But I turn around and go, let's just go.
So,
I mean, we can always force our way in.
the door's open.
Yeah, I'm not going to force my way open through a unlocked door.
That's no fun.
So, walking in, this once finely appointed tavern has grown soddy over the years. A blazing fire in the hearth gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. There is a bartender, just constantly wiping down an already clean bar table with constantly cleaning already shining glasses, almost robotically. And then there are three beautiful women in beautiful colors of red, blue, and purple gowns covered in jewelry at one table, laughing amongst themselves. While there is another man, sort of pale with long blonde hair, seems to be a bit of a nobody, sitting by himself at the bar, just sort of intimately having conversation with himself.
Elduin, being the person he is going to work immediately to the bartender. And I'm going to turn around to the bartender and, in urgency, turn around and go, can you please tell me if there's a doctor in this town?
Looking up to you to meet you, this big punsy man, sort of muscly, horrible, strange, gray, lifeless eyes, pale blue skin, continues to clean his glass that's already clean, as he looks you in the eyes and goes, one glass of wine, 1 copper, 1 bottle of wine, 1 silver.
Good prices! I say in the back.
I'm gonna slide over 1 gold coin that I got that had Strahd or whatever.
He looks down at the coin and then looks back up at you. 1 glass of wine, 1 copper, 1 bottle of wine, 1 silver.
Guy's a broken record.
I take the gold back and I put 1 silver down.
He just, with one hand, takes the silver back and puts it into the coffer, while slowly pulling out a bottle of Red Dragon's Crust number 3, placing it down, placing 4 glasses down, and then going back to cleaning his already clean glass.
Oh, yeah, we got one.
I turn around to everyone. I don't think he understands. I don't know what's going on right now. So I take a quick shot and I look around the room.
Yeah.
Maybe ask him something?
Well, that proved nothing. I'm going to turn around.
He has finished cleaning his glass. He's starting over from the other clean glasses now.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna turn around to the crazy guy, and I turn around to him and say, "Hey, you. Do you know anything about this town? Is there a doctor nearby?"
The man, sort of talking to himself, immediately looks up and bumps the table a little bit, and wine goes spilling everywhere as the three beautiful women all point and laugh and begin to chant, Ismark the Lesser, Ismark the Lesser. And he sort of turns and he's sort of brushing them aside. Yes, hello, I am Ismark Koli. I am Ismark Koliana. I'm the Burgermeister of this town. Yeah, we have a church just north of here. I could show you if you'd like.
Are you?
Does
Are
it
you?
have a doctor?
I turn around to everyone and whisper under my breath, "Guys, I don't think he's who he claims he is."
Seems okay to me.
Well, he would, Rodimir.
Do we just take his word for it, or?
I'll go to
Um,
church.
I got an idea. I'm going to let me pull it out. Or create. Oh shit. I hit the wrong button. Sorry. So what I'm gonna do is, and crazy, you might be able to get this faster than me, John. I want to pull out the letter, but I don't want to show the guy. And where's the letter at? Fuck.
Which one are you pulling out for reference?
The one that was given to me and Sorrel. Just for the sake of anyone watching.
Boop.
Did you? I don't see it. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm going to turn around to him and go, if you're the Burgermeister, can you tell us this letter you sent us out to? But I don't show him. Can you tell us what's on this letter?
He immediately looks up. The letter, you got it.
Yes, we got it, but what's on the letter? Listen, you don't seem like the person we're looking for, so I need to clarify if it's you.
You're looking for my father. Colian.
Colleen. What's his last name?
Indrove it.
Yep, that's him.
Hold on. But what did the letter say exactly? Roughly. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be suspicious, but you don't seem like the person we're trying to talk to.
Yes, no, you would be looking for my father, but, he is no longer with us. The letter we sent out was telling adventurers to stay out. To not come.
But that doesn't seem right. Our letter says to come.
No. You immediately think to the second letter you found.
Yeah, I was just about to say I'm going
Yeah.
to pull out the second letter. So wait, there's two letters that were sent out. And I'm looking at them. I have one in each hand. And very puzzled. Trying to think it through. This can't be right. We were told to come here. So that means someone not related to... You said your father?
Yes, my father.
Must have... I immediately turn both papers around in quick urgency. And I quickly state... Is this your father's handwriting?
He points to the second one, the one that says "Don't come," and he goes, "Yes, that is my father's handwriting, right?" And then he looks at the first one. My God, and I'm afraid you have been brought here by the devil.
The devil. Listen,
My condolences.
Can I ask? Was the guy's name Strahd?
Strahd. The
Strahd.
devil Strahd.
So it was Katarina. Wasn't this the guy that you said you spoke to?
You spoke to the devil.
Yep. And I swear, if we see him again, I'm putting an arrow in him.
Wouldn't we all like to? But that would be unwise. The devil has haunted these lands for 700 years, bringing adventurers in and taking adventurers out. We have watched dozens, paladins, thieves, the worst and the best, all fall at his hand.
Is there
I
a way
grip.
to fix? Oh,
Oh, I said it. I'm gonna grit my teeth. This guy. I'm so gonna take care of him when I have the chance.
I have heard that many. I wish you the best of luck, but there is little faith I have left.
Looking at Katarina, I turn around. First things first. Is there someone that can help us with our companion here?
Perhaps, yes, Donovich, the local cleric, perhaps could help you with her condition. But if you claim yourselves to be strong enough to take on the devil, may I ask a favor?
Sure, I don't see why not.
The devil has taken interest in my sister Irina. He killed our father over it. I beg of you. There is a town about 4 hours away from here, Wallachia. If you would take Irina to... It would mean a lot. The Barovia is underneath. He sort of runs out of the tavern wildly for a second and points up to where, if you follow, you can see the giant, Castle Ravenloft overlooking the town on a ledge. Castle Ravenloft overlooks Barovia, and we're his tramping ground. Wallachia is rumored to be safe from his eyes and his hands. If you would take my sister there and save her life, I would be forever grateful.
We may be able to help you, but we really need to get our companion first. If it's as dangerous as you're saying it is, we need everyone on board for this.
Yes, of course.
Can you tell us where this person that can help us is at?
Yes, Donovich. He is directly north of here. The large chapel built at the foundation of Mount Balonic, in which Castle Ravenloft is built upon.
I have one other question.
Absolutely.
Is there any information in terms of any kind of dangers we can expect heading over there or in the town at all? Was that a
Yes.
no? Oh.
No. Sorry, so for this exact question, I have a whole document of superstitions and beliefs that I had to quickly open up.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Yes. Above all else, ignore the mist. If you do not turn back, if you enter the mist, you will choke and die. Werewolves, direwolves, and werewolves prowl the civilized woods, and hungry bats fill the skies at night.
Do we have to go?
Those are the types of dangers that you will be facing.
Do we have to go through that to get your sister into safety?
The only path forward is the civilized woods. Unless you took the east and to the Zarpool.
And where would that take us?
It would take you to the same place, but you would have to interact with Vistoni.
And could you tell us more about that? I don't mean to ask so many questions, but I'm just making sure we're good.
It is fine. Many strangers have been drawn to Barovia over the years, but they all disappear before long. I am used to answering questions. The Vistani serve the devil Strahd. They alone are allowed to leave Barovia. They do his bidding, enticing weary adventurers with gold and promises of fortune, and then they end up here unable to leave.
So it sounds like that might be a tricky path.
However, if you were to go to the Zarpool, perhaps you could talk to Madame Eva.
It's something we'll keep in mind. I think the best course of action right now is to get our companion in a top shape to help us through this.
Yes, no, absolutely. Tell you what, if you go to the church, I will go back home. It is the large manor at the very southern tip of the town. After you have talked to Donovich, if you would like to help me or talk more, you can come to the Burgermeister's mansion and perhaps even meet Irina.
Sounds like a plan. Let me take care of my friend first.
Yes, no, absolutely. Of course.
I, due to Elduin's normal nature, is going to just start walking out and telling everyone to follow him.
Yeah.
I have no money.
Church is up over here.
When we walk outside, I immediately turn around to everyone. Guys, I obviously Katarina's the first situation we need to sort out first. But maybe, since we don't have any other leads, unless this person can tell us more about what's going on, maybe we might want to consider trying to help that guy out.
Yeah, I agree.
I just want to quickly know, did Elduin take the wine from the bar?
Oh, I meant to say earlier that I took a shot and turned around, but we'll say I didn't take it, and that way you can have it.
Rodimir runs over and grabs it.
Since I forgot to say that I took, because my immediate reaction when I was thinking at the moment was to take a shot and turn around. But yeah, Rodimir can have it.
I'm drinking 2 bottles now. Yes.
I turn around to Katarina. I know we haven't known each other long, but we're gonna get you sorted out. Let's go.
Also, I need to call a 5-minute break here because all of you need to level up to level 3.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alrighty. So, like I said before, the church is over here, and you all feel a lot stronger now.
Not with me.
Real quick side note: Katarina still has her hump.
Yes.
All right. So
yeah, I'm not gonna throw that plot line I just made away.
I forget what was going on. So I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna immediately say, "Guys, we need to hurry. Let's go," and start heading towards that direction.
Yeah, the sooner the better.
Right. Atop a slate rise, against the roots of the pillar stone that support Castle Ravenloft, stands a great sagging edifice of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through the holes in the singled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
I walk up to the door and I pound real loud. Can anyone help us? Sorry,
I need
guys.
to make you guys bigger for this map. So, pounding against the door. You don't hear anything inside, but as you put your ear against it, you hear a light moaning from something downstairs, as the moaning turns into slight laughter. I smell darkness!
Sounds like somebody's been drinking.
Besides you.
You know, you're not wrong with that one, Rodimir.
I pound on the door again. Is anyone there?
Can I try to open it?
I'm coming. Eventually, after about 2 minutes, a man who has obviously seen better days finally opens the door, sort of rubbing at his eyes a little bit, a half-drinking bottle of Red Dragon's Crust number 9 in his hands. You look into the hallway, and it's a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall, leading to a brightly lit... The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see through the chapel is covered with debris, and you can hear what sounds like whimpering from the basement.
Can I clink my bottle of half-drunk wine with his, since they're the same kind?
Yeah, he clinks it against yours.
Eh.
Oh, fucking finally, a man of culture. Come on in.
Oh, no!
Real quick side note. Kingdom Hearts, though.
I was trying to I was just about to, like, DM
It was right on the tip of my tongue, and I had to interrupt the game just to point that out.
I was like, wait, he's playing my song.
Real quick while we're distracted, guys. John has put together... I'm not criticizing the soundtrack, but the soundtrack he put together is really... He says it's really good for this, what we're doing. So, but I just had to point that out because I thought it was funny. Alright, so... Elduin starts walking in.
How do I come back from that? Just call me out like that.
I'm sorry, it was good. Listen, the soundtrack is good, but it was... I just had to point it out because I'm a big Kingdom Hearts fan. So...
Am I to understand that this guy is also the cleric, and he's also drunk? And
As you are aware, cleric culture is getting drunk and losing faith in your god.
Alright.
Yes, Mo.
So, alright, moving back into it so we're not getting too sidetracked. I turn around to this person, because I'm assuming we weren't introduced yet, and aside from what we were told. And I say... Excuse me, sir. Can you help us? We were told that you can help us with our friend.
I've been told I can help a lot of people. Come on in, let's see what I can do for you. Maybe the Morning Lord will shine his big holy light down on us for once, and we'll have a miracle.
I'm gonna mumble. I guess I'm gonna be stuck on this.
I whisper to Katarina, yeah, I don't like your chances.
The chapel is in shambles, with overturned and broken pews littering the dusty floor. Dozens of candles, mounted in candlesticks and candelabras, light every dusty corner, and a weak attempt to rid the chapel of shadows. At the far end of the church, there sits a clawed, scarred altar, and a thick rope that stretches up to the bell tower. He slams his bottle of wine down on the altar. Alright, what have you guys gotten yourselves into now? Wolves and scarecrows?
What's this about a scarecrow?
The scarecrows from Perez, they're everywhere. The people get caught up by them all the time.
It's a normal scarecrow.
I quickly cut Rodimir off, and I turn around and I say, "Can you help us, our friend out? We were told you can help us out."
Yeah, I can help you out. Donovich, pleasure to meet you. As he puts his hand out to shake yours, an inhuman scream echoes from the basement, and he slams his foot down on the floor and just sort of slurs down, "I'll get you something to eat later. I'm helping these calm people out."
Since Rodimir's behind me, I turn around in a silent voice to where he can't hear me. I say, "Donovich, why does that name seem familiar?"
I think.
It's because Ismark told you that this man was the local cleric who could help.
Well, no. Alright, let me rephrase what I'm going to say. I understand that the guy told us who he was. But why does that last name seem familiar?
Donovich?
Hold up, I'm looking at my thing. Because I have notes on me. Nope. Nothing.
You might be thinking of Indrovich.
That's probably what I'm getting confused about. That's why I was like, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna warn you, it's an Eastern European setting. Nearly every name ends in, like, Vits or,
Okay,
yeah.
so, before we move on, this is the part where Rodimir can put a sarcastic response, since I already threw that response out there.
I shrug. And drink.
And proceed. Katarina, he might be able to help you.
Whoa,
Are you
So,
gonna?
he looks over at Katarina. I assume you like turn around so you can like sew him.
I'm gonna turn around and show him my back.
Immediately, he takes on a softer expression, one of pity. Yeah, well, I apologize. I assume you had an encounter with our overlord.
Yes.
Well, really, it was just a plan.
Oh my god. Did you guys go into the death house?
I don't know. It was a
If
house.
that's what
There was death.
if that's what you call it, yeah, I think we did. It was.
He downs the entire bottle.
Can I join him? We have a
Yeah.
chug fest.
Yeah.
Chug, chug.
Well, at least you lived.
Ah,
So you're saying
Yeah.
you can't fix this?
Look, girly. What's happened to you is what we call a dark curse here. The dark powers inhibit your body. Maybe the Hobbit could help you.
And where is he at?
You'd have to go all the way to Kresk and other side of Barovia, about 6 hours, 7-hour journey.
Quick side note: what was the place that the guy wanted us to go to?
Wallachia, 4 hours away.
And what is this place too? I'm just
Kresk.
making sure. And how
Are they on
many
the same
hours?
path?
You'd have to ask him.
Okay. Can you tell us how we would get over to there to get our friend sorted out?
Same way you get it everywhere in Barovia. The old Civilets Road. There's only one fucking road in this whole town. Who thought it was a good idea to do that?
Is there
Oh,
any?
and then another great idea to put a giant wooden gate cutting it off. Yeah, great planning.
why didn't somebody build another road?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
Is it safe if we proceed off the road? Maybe is there like
Safe.
a shortcut of some sort?
Safe. It's the same. Look, you're gonna go on the road, you're gonna be attacked by undead, you're gonna be attacked by werewolves, you're gonna see dead babies hanging from trees. You go into the woods, you're gonna see the same damn thing. It's all the same here, death and decay.
There has to be something. There has to be something to get through.
You can go and look for that, but I'm telling you, it's horrible here. Absolutely horrible. But you make it to Kresk, and the only bit of light this horrible, wretched place has left. The Abbey of St. Markovia. Legend has it, there's a powerful priest there who can bring the dead back to life and remove curses. It's all I got for you.
Quick side note out of character. Crazy. Can you name that place? The other guy said again.
Kresk?
Kisk.
Or the Abbey.
Okay. And you said it was 4 hours away.
Oh, the other guy. That's Wallachia.
Wallachia.
That's 4 hours away. Kresk is between 6 or 7, according to the drunkard. And Kresk has the Abbey of St. Markovia, where this legendary priest known as the Abbot presides.
I look at Katarina with a worried worried look. If what they say is true, I don't know if we can get over there soon enough.
It's not like this thing has a time limit.
Yeah,
Are you
those dark curses are gonna last forever unless you get them sorted out.
Another quick out of character thing. Maybe Dominic knows this and just didn't disclose it, but is there a disadvantage? And you can just say that Dominic can disclose that, if there is, with this.
What, with traveling?
No, in terms of what his condition is. Because so Elduin's his concern is with Katarina's condition.
I mean,
That's just in his character.
being a ranger with a hunchback, it doesn't look like they'll be quite as agile as they normally are, which could be a severe disadvantage to a party of people trying to kill a vampire.
I look at Katarina. Katarina, it might be ideal to help out that guy at the I couldn't think of the name. God damn it! I'm sorry. I'm breaking. What you call it?
Blood on the vine.
Yeah, blood on the vine. Maybe it might be ideal to help him out first, and then seeing if we can get out of this. Because everyone's telling us it's impossible to get out of here without going through struggle.
I didn't say it wasn't possible. I just said it's gonna be hard. And you look like a fine group. Maybe the Vistani can help you. They're allowed to move freely.
Oh, if he only actually knew what we were capable of.
And who are the Vistani again?
Oh, the lovely servants of Strahd. They own the Blood on the Vine Tavern. They're allowed to leave and come as they please. Fucking gypsies.
Do you have a problem with gypsies?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I'm a fucking gypsy. So what are you gonna say to me?
No.
Wait,
Oh,
are?
good for you.
Yeah, I don't like this church anymore.
And by the way, I'm taking notes. I'm sorry to break this again, but I'm taking notes as I'm doing this because it's very hard for me to keep memory of stuff. So I turn around with a concerned look again, and I say, "Where could we find one of these gypsies?"
There's 3 of them always in the Blood on the Vine Tavern. Always trying to peddle some people into going seeing Madame Eva.
My immediate reaction is, could you tell us if they're female?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, they are.
I look over to the group again. Guys, I think these were the females we saw at the tavern. Should we talk to them? I mean, I'm not sure what we should do.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, that's for sure.
I turn around back to Donovich. Is there anything you could tell us about these people?
The Vistani. It depends what you want to know. Servants to the devil, always trying to peddle off some person to leave the land that doesn't actually work. Always try to scam you, mark up all the prices of items. But then again, they're the only people who actually sell you anything.
So their potions are a scam. Do you think... Is there any other way we can get them to let us out?
Oh, they're not gonna let you out. Look, buddy. If the devil's brought you here, you're gonna stay here until he gets tired of you. It's as simple as that.
I
got
turn
my
around.
own son in the basement who tried to piss off the devil, and now he doesn't have a lowered jaw.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it is.
Can I see it?
What? What kind of question is that?
I'm just curious.
Oh, you already
So I turn to everyone.
Foreigners are always so fucking weird.
So I take that's a no.
Yes, it's a no.
I say to everyone, but so Donovich will hear me. Guys, I mean, I don't know what more we can do, but I've been around in many different towns, and I've learned from many different cultures. Maybe, just maybe, I can convince them to let us out of this area so we can go get Katarina help.
Worst comes to worst, if we run the werewolves, I have a silver sword.
What do the rest of you have to say? Do you think I can maybe convince them to let us out?
Well, you're dealing with the devil, right?
Real quick side out of character thing. The reason I'm going out, so that way you guys know, I'm going for deception. Maybe I might be able to use deception to kind of let us out, and I'm at a level 6 deception, so
Okay.
that's where I'm getting at.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
I mean, if it doesn't work,
And-
I always have a bow and arrow.
To keep it in
Like I
lore,
said- Like I said, Strahd is sandbox. You can go anywhere you want.
to keep it in lore, you guys are aware that my character is very clever. We'll just say that. I say let's go back to the tavern and let's see if we can have a talk with these. What harm is there to talk to these people to see if we can get out of here?
Besides losing your wallet, I guess there isn't one.
Well, if they touch anything of ours, I will put an arrow in them.
Yeah, you're gonna lose that mentality real fast, kid.
I don't think we need to worry about that. I might be able to get us through this.
Alright, kids. Have fun. Let me know if you find the Hobbit. God knows we need him.
Donovich, is there anything else you can give us? Anything you can think of off the top of your head?
He sort of just blinks a little bit. I mean... fucking Vistani. Look, you don't want to piss them off. All I'm gonna say. They have that damn evil eye. Curse you forever.
I'm gonna use a persuasion roll. Can I use that to try to convince him to tell us anything else that he might know?
You can just ask him. What are you trying to know? Exactly.
He seems unsure, so I want to kind of press him further.
He's drunk.
Any drunk will tell you anything if you push further enough.
I know. You need to tell him what you want to know. That's what I'm getting at here.
You did
All right.
not give him one drink.
Okay.
I have 10 pages of things I can tell you.
Okay.
If you don't say what you want to know.
Donovich, is there anything you can tell us? Anything, even just a little, to let us know how we can convince them to safely get us out of here, to help our friend. And I promise you, if we can get out of here, we will do our best to help your town.
I mean, maybe if you agree to their pandering to go talk to Madame Eva, they'll let you go, but it's not really that big of a deal. People walk the old Civilitz Road all the time. What's a bit of wolves to you?
I don't know if our group's good enough to take care of the wolves.
I mean, he
What-
has a point.
I'm telling you, the Zerpul, it's a whole Ponzi scheme. They're gonna try to get you to talk to Madame Eva, and it's gonna be a whole thing.
Is there anything you can give us on Madame Eva? I understand if you can't tell us too much, but is there anything you can give us?
That crazy bat.
Yes.
She claims to be a fortune teller. She goes around telling people their fortunes. And she's crazy. Absolutely bat shit crazy.
And that's all you can tell us. There's nothing else. Listen, as I said, if we can help our friend, we can try to help you guys. We just need to know. Any information helps. From my travels, that's what I learned.
I haven't left Barovia in years. I don't know much. I mean, the Vistani will curse you if you curse them out. Madame Eva's crazy. They're servants of the devil. I say you should just take your risk with the wolves, man.
I agree.
I turn around to everyone else. Guys, we may be able to get through this. If what he says is true, I don't know if physical conflict is going to help us. Katarina, I know we've known each other for a short period of time, but you would have to restrain yourself if we try this. It sounds like there's no loss if we just try to convince them.
I mean, that's not true.
All I ask is that you trust me, and we just try to do this.
I say we take a vote.
Fair enough.
I vote no.
I'd say yes.
Wait, hold on. Just to make sure, out of character, what are we voting yes or no to? Is it yes to trying to convince them, or no avoiding not avoiding conflict?
I'm saying no to talk to them.
No to talk to them. All right. So Sorrel says yes to talk to them. Dom is saying no to not talk to them. Rodimir, that leaves you.
Right now, he just really hates this other drunk guy for insulting his way of life.
I look at Rodimir.
Not to do.
What?
So
talk to the.
Say yes.
To talk to them. Alright, so I turn around to Katarina. Well, it looks like we will take a chance with me. At least the way I see it is, even if we talk to them, it should be fine either way, whether we succeed or not.
You're gonna talk to them, but I'm not.
That is fine. And the way Elduin is, he proceeds to start walking out.
But before we leave, I just go up to the guy and say, "Is it possible I can give you 1 gold coin just to see your son's jaw?"
Get the hell out of here. He'll eat you alive.
Right, noted. Goodbye.
And
I swear they get crazier every day.
And so Elduin's going to proceed to the tavern. I don't think there's going to be any interruption.
To play this theme. So, do you approach the 3 beautiful gypsy women?
I approach them ahead of anyone else. I don't know if anyone's following me.
Rodimir will.
Yeah, I will too.
Oh.
So, as you approach them, they turn from their conversation.
Real quick.
Ah!
I'm sorry. Real quick before we approach, I turn around to Katarina. I say, please, just give me a chance and keep your mouth shut.
Oh,
I won't say anything. My bow will do the talking.
No, I need you to trust me.
Sure.
I need your word to trust me on this.
I won't. Maybe.
Good enough. And John, you can proceed.
As you approach, they all begin to giggle and immediately crowd around you. Of course, look at you, a beautiful young boy come to give us company. Yes, so what can I do for you, baby doll?
Hi, ladies.
They all giggle at being called ladies.
I'm hoping you can help us get out of this town.
Oh, of course. Nobody would like to stay in dusty Barovia. Wallachia is where all of the party is happening. Yes, Wallachia.
I was wondering if you can help us to... I am sorry, crazy. Is it Kelst or whatever? Quist? Quist. I need to make sure I spelled that correctly. That's the place where the doctor is, right?
The abbot, yes.
Okay. Sorry, make sure I have it spelled correctly. I was wondering if you can help us to Christ. We need a safe voyage over there.
No, of course. The journey to Kreskov is quite a treacherous one. And, of course, us being the stony champion of the people would be happy to help you. But you would have to do a little something for us and my wonderful little sisters.
and humor me a little bit. What is this assistance you need?
Why, you must come to the South Pool and party with us.
I don't think we have time to party.
Of course you have time to party. Madam Eva is expecting you, yes, Madam Eva.
Does she have wine?
Of course, Vistani always have wine and cheese and meat and beef.
Real quick, I turn around and give a sharp look at Rodimir, and I turn around and say, "Shush!" Without them hearing me, of course. And then I turn back, and I'm like, "Listen, we have some urgent matters. I would be more than welcome to party with you. Is there any way I can convince you to let us through?"
No. We are taking you for free. Least you can do is talk to Madam Eva and humor her. She has been waiting so long to talk to you. She talks to all foreigners who come into land.
But how about this? And just hear me out for a second. My friend here, Rodimir, he what if you guys do a drinking contest? I mean, I think he can outdrink you.
No. Vistani do not make gamble. Vistani get paid. If you want to get to Crest safely, you have to talk to Madam Eva.
So,
It will only take 10 minutes.
but what if I say I have... Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. I have about 15 gold and
15
about
gold is garbage water.
and about 25 silver. I'll give you both if he can outdrink you.
No, garbage water. That is nothing. I make that in an hour. You
Alright,
come to Zapul.
And what's fair to you?
What is fair is serving Madam Eva. Yes, Madam Eva. Madam Eva want to talk to you. If you want to get the Kresk, I will take you.
And so what you're saying is, Madam Eva is... You're her bitch.
Oh,
No.
Oh, this is going good.
No. Madam Eva is master. Madam Eva help all the foreigners.
So, a bitch.
Does she help me? Because I seem to be missing my light, and it's due to this place. And I would like
Madam
somebody
Eva can answer all the questions.
No. Answers. I want solutions. Does she have solutions?
If you want to refind your light, you go to Kresk and talk to Abbot, yes. He is only his command in Barovia. And if you want to get to Kresk, you have to talk to Madam Eva.
I quickly interrupt everyone. I whisper over to the group. I don't know. We might have to talk to at least Madam Eva to get through. They don't seem like they're gonna budge.
Or we could just go on our own.
I am literally about to stab them all.
Here, wait, I have an idea, and hopefully there's no consequences. And out of character.
As I hold the hardcover book with the flicks and telling the outlines the entire plot.
I know, but I'm gonna be persistent. I don't know, now I'm like discouraged from trying this. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, and I'm probably gonna regret saying this. So, out of character, guys, I'm thinking about trying to say that Madam Eva told them to help us out.
They already know that we haven't talked.
Yeah, I don't think that would help much.
So we're not gonna push the even if there's a slight chance. There's no way. There's no slight chance of getting out of this thing. We're not gonna take it. So just that's all I need to hear.
I'd say go for it.
Listen. There's a chance that this might not work since this is a key plot point. But just for this,
it is the only forced event in the entire game.
oh, it's a forced event. So no matter what I say, let's just quickly do this before I go wasting time. This is gonna happen no matter what I do.
Yes, it is this. So the fortune telling is the only forced event in the entire game.
Okay.
Because without it, you cannot find any of the plot points to win.
Okay, so I wanted to push the boundaries just to see if I could do it. Um,
I mean, if you do it, I'll happily let you not get the fortune telling.
all right. So, it's fine. I was just pushing because it's me just experimenting what this thing will let us do. So I turn around and I shrug my shoulders and I'm like, I guess we gotta talk to Madame Eva.
Wonderful, wonderful. Up and cut, we'll take it to Zarpool. Yes, we'll take it to Zarpool.
And
Mirabelle, Sophia, come. Take the beautiful young gentleman to Zarpool so we can speak to Madame Eva and then take him to Kerskov.
Do you think they can tell I'm old?
So I turn around to everyone and I look. Listen, they're not gonna budge. This might be the only way, and let's just see what Madame Eva has to say.
This is gonna go well.
Are we all in agreement? So let's just sum it up.
Yeah.
Everyone's in agreement. Dom.
Nope.
All right. Elliot, are you in agreement?
Yep.
All right, so you're outvoted, Dom. So we all say we're gonna go. Katarina could choose not to go if she don't want, but Katarina, do you want to go?
I'm forced to go.
All right, so we're gonna proceed that way.
Alrighty then. So they take you to the western bound road of the old Civilix Road, where they pile you into a large cart that opens up and has a nice leather, and they crack the whips and the horses begin to go down. And after about an hour of driving, the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond the encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge. And let me quickly grab you, rapscallions, to move you over to the new map.
Those are some big boys.
Yeah, some of these maps require me to make you bigger, because with the bigger maps, I have to make your tokens bigger, because it's such a larger scale of what you're looking at.
Real quick, anyone watching, how are you guys enjoying this? I want to see that in the chat.
Just the first comment, it's horrible, I hate it. I want to watch Critical Role. So the cart pulls up to the Zarpool. Go to the red tent at the far end. There you will find my master, Madame Eva. See, you and her have much to discuss.
I immediately turn to the group and I say, I guess we have no choice. Let's go talk to Madame Eva.
Agreed.
But, real quick, I want to do a perception check to see anything I might have not noticed at a quick glance.
I'd like to provide help.
Alright, so roll the advantage, Peter. You have advantage because Rodimir is helping you, so roll again.
Oh, wait, I hit the wrong thing. Hold on.
Oh, 17. And what's your perception modifier?
Perception is... Bear with me 1 second. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on!
Yes.
Perception is +4.
So 21. So around the bonfire, it seems that Vistani, as a man with a large white beard, is telling story as the fire comes to life, projecting images.
So no immediate danger that I have to worry about.
No. This seems to be actually the best place. The mist is almost like drawn back to the very edge where the sun is allowed to actually shine down, casting pale warmth over you all. And the cleary water is blue, and you can see the actual sky above you. It seems the Zarpool has been exempt from the dark curse that surrounds the rest of Barovia. It's like its own pocket dimension within this country.
So Elduin is very persistent about getting Katarina sorted out. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to disregard what I see. Just mainly I was looking for any immediate threat. And
No.
I walk over to the tent where Madame Eva is.
Oh, wonderful. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into the depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry wheat. At last, you have arrived!
Crazy. I need the spectator thing so we can view.
Don't worry about it. Kind of like to switch you over to her. She has her own map.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. I'm trying to avoid ruining the story. It's horrible, not really. So you're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. While we have a quick second. Thank you.
I don't like that.
So as you all just sort of come into this weird, this very weird, like tent. See, with a hand knocks the crystal ball onto the floor, shattering it with another crony laugh, and slowly begins to set 5 cards out onto the table in front of you. I will tell you your fortune. This will tell you how to defeat the devil!
I turn around and I say, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about my friend. Can you help her? Can you help us get out? Okay, don't let me finish.
No, Are you saying you don't want to defeat the devil? Is that what you want?
I mean, we do, but we want to get help first. To help our friend. We need to get to Christ.
I go through all this trouble to bring you over here, and you just want to leave?
Just pick a damn card before she has a heart attack.
I whisper over, we might have to humor.
I come in here. Let me tell you exactly how to defeat the devil who's reigned over this land for 700 years. And you go, no, I don't want to know how to defeat the guy who's going to kill me.
Okay, lady, don't have a heart attack. We'll play your game.
No, you've already killed the mood.
Can I hand her my wine?
Go ahead.
She takes the wine. Finally, someone of culture.
All right, so
if you're so inclined to not fight, if you haven't realized it yet, you're in a prison. Even if you help her, you're not gonna get out. Do you not want to know how? I'm handing you the keys to the secret.
Just show us.
What's the downside?
There is no. I'm trying to kill him too.
Guys.
See you a picture?
Okay, just do your card magic.
I whisper again, guys. This is going to be the only way. We're just going to have to do this.
Yeah, just humor her.
Just do the card magic.
I turn around to Madam,
Yeah.
so-and-so, Eva, and I say, okay, if you can give us whatever you do, we'll go from there.
Oh man, this is the hardest day. Normally everyone is dying to get the fortune reading. This is everyone's favorite part of the entire setting.
Not this group.
We hate cards.
I'm gonna pull the cards now. That's like you have no ally and all your friends are dead. She waves her hands over the cards. What is it that calls you to such a place? Duty, knowledge, revenge, or merely faith? Your journey will take you into the dark itself, to a land that preys upon its people. You clutch onto ignorance for now, but you are far from the sight of your gods here, lost in the mist, where only the dead will find you. She waves her hand over the first card on the table. These card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you understand how to defeat the devil's Strahd. She whisks it over, and it reveals the traitor 9. The 9 of glyphs, the traitor. Look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key with the bones of an ancient enemy. She hovers over the second card. These card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. She flips the card over. The 1 of glyphs, the monk. The treasure you seek is hidden behind the sun, in the house of a saint. She hovers over the third card. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. She flips the card. Oh.
That's not good.
That's a yike from me. The 2 of swords, the paladin. I see a sleeping prince, a servant of light and the brother of Strahd. The treasure lies with him. She hovers over the 4th card. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against the darkness. Yes, the artifact. Where was I? Oh, wait. The artifact. Look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems. And finally, your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond immortality. This card will lead you to him. The beast. A werewolf holds a secret hatred for your enemy. Use. Oh wait. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. That would have been really. Let's. The beast. The beast sits on his dark throne. In this fortune, you'll now know how to defeat the devil's Strahd, and I will allow you to go to Kresk and seek the abbot.
Well, looks like you get to see that guy's son without the jaw. That's a good thing.
So we have to figure out each of these things, and then you'll guide us through.
No, I will take you to Kreska now. But now that you've found the fortunes, the world is your oyster.
I guess we have no choice, guys.
I just have one bit of advice for you.
And what is that?
Seek those cursed halls of Castle Ravenloft, if you will. But to know this, you cannot make demands of the devil, for he is the ancient. He is the land. She points a single bony finger at you, and you are trespassers.
Well, I guess we have no choice but to proceed.
I will have a cart to take you to Chris. Think on the fortunes that I have foretold today, and with them, you will survive this horror.
I doubt that, but we'll take that in consideration. And I think if everyone else is okay with it, we'll proceed.
So ungrateful.
I am very grateful, but I'm very suspicious at the same time.
Do you know how hard it was to make those tarot cards?
Listen, Elduin is a very careful character, okay? You cannot judge him for his thoughts.
I had to make 28 of them, each for every one I could have pulled.
No, I appreciate it so much. By the way, if you're not looking at Roll20, I am writing notes right now, trying to proceed everything, like, trying to get everything down.
Oh yeah, by the way, I copy and pasted every fortune in the chat.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm writing just in case.
Yeah. So for reference for your notes, Peter, number 1 is for history. Number 2 is for a holy symbol. Number 3 is for a sword of sunlight. Number 4 is your ally who will help you defeat darkness. And number 5 is where you'll have the final boss fight.
So wait, 1 is history, 2 is...
2 is a holy symbol.
Okay.
3 is a sword of sunlight. Number 4 is your ally who will help you defeat the devil. And number 5...
hold on. Sorry, so the reason I'm doing this is because Elduin's a very educated person, so he tries to understand what's going on around him and all that. So that's why I'm breaking down right now. So 3 was a what?
A sword of sunlight.
Sword of sunlight. And what was 4?
4 is your ally who will help you defeat the darkness.
4 ally darkness.
And what I think is the coolest part of this setting, number 5 is the location of the final boss fight.
Which is?
The beast sits on his dark throne.
Dark.
So would that be
Beast.
Strahd himself?
Yes, this is my favorite. One of my favorite parts of this setting is you get the location of the final boss fight at the very beginning, and you can go fight him whenever you are ready. As long as you solve the fortune, you can find the location, and whenever you think you're ready, no matter what level the game goes, you can just go and trigger the final boss fight then and there.
Okay, so I see. So basically, all the fortunes we solve, right?
Yeah.
It's a greater chance of survival for us.
So each fortune is an item you need to defeat Strahd. The 4th one is your ally who will help you, and the final one is where the final boss fight will actually take place.
All right, I got it.
And like I said, to anyone watching, the reason I'm breaking this down is because my character, critical thinking is a big thing with my character. He's mostly street smart, but he's probably, and you guys can just criticize me for what I say right now, but I think I consider my character the more critical thinking of the group. So that's why I'm breaking it down like, for myself.
No, I would have to say the same thing. Because my character is, like, smart, but I think yours would be better at this kind of stuff.
So that's what I'm kind of doing right now, and that's why I'm like interrupting the stream to do that. But anyway, just so we can keep moving, John, move it forward.
Yes. So as you leave the tent, a man in a traveling coat with Barovian blue skin, pale blue eyes, and a big hat that sort of goes over his entire forehead walks up to the party. A deep bow. Hello, yes, I am Vasily. Now that you have talked to Madame Eva, I shall take you to Kresk. It is a pleasure to meet you. He brings his hat down and gives... It is a pleasure to be at your...
Hey, Crazy, I'm sorry. There was an interruption. Can you... I'm really sorry, but there was an interruption. Nothing was captured. Can you do that again?
Yeah. So, this man, traveling cloak, Barovian blue skin, pale blue eyes. He brings it down to his chest, gives you a deep bow. Hello, I am Vasily von Holtz. It is a pleasure to meet you. Now that you have spoken to Madame Eva, I shall take you. It is a pleasure to be at your service.
So I turn around to everyone. I'm like, well, I guess this is the only way.
Let's
Alright.
go now.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let us embark then. I must apologize for how awkward it is. I know Madame Eva can be quite a hand, but I will tell you that with her knowledge, your stay in Barovia will be much less deadly than the others.
Sounds good. With a uncertain response, and I say, let's proceed.
Wonderful, wonderful. He brings you to his black cart pulled by 2 black horses, and you pile in and begin to head down. Now then, I must admit I am quite curious, and I love hearing from the adventurers. What were the fortunes he gave you? Perhaps I can give you some insight on them.
I don't know if we should share.
I agree with Rodimir. I don't know if it would be good to share with you. I don't mean any disrespect, but...
Of course. It is, I do not take any offense to it. I was merely offering my help. You see, we are not like the other Vistani of this land. We despise what the devil has become. He has become a tyrant, a plague upon this land.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, hell yeah, let me just check my modifier.
He's telling the truth.
Maybe we can trust him. Maybe.
Maybe we can trust.
I say we tell him.
I don't think we should.
But, the madam didn't exactly say we couldn't tell.
Perhaps I can gain your trust by telling you the story of the vampire Lord Strahd von Zarovitz.
Real quick, before we decide this, so it seems like me and Rodimir are on the same page, while the other two are on the opposite end. Maybe to settle this, just because we're split even. Unless you guys want to attempt to persuade us, we'll give you a chance to persuade me and Rodimir.
I think
Maybe
Rodimir
we should
agreed
do
with us.
Yeah, Rodimir succeeded his insight check.
So Rodimir trusts. So that means Rodimir is okay with Nicholas and Dominic's character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rodimir
Alright.
knows he's telling the truth.
You're outnumbered
So-
now, bitch.
I'm outvoted, so that means go ahead.
So, allow me to gain your trust a little bit. I will tell you the story of Barovia. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten. A land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes, and we now wander the lost roads. The dark shape and The dark shape that looms above us now was not what this land once was. It was a land of sunlight, a land of nobility. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp some 700 years ago and collapsed. My ancestors nursed his terrible injury and quenched his throat with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home. But we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back to his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up, even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves. This man of royal blood fought to protect us as we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, "I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish. Leave when you choose, and know that you'll always be safe here." A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes to end our dreadlord's curse, and put his troubled soul to rest. That is why I wish to know your fortunes. Unlike the Valaki and Vistani, we no longer bear loyalty to what our beloved prince has become in the night.
I shrug my shoulders and look at everyone. Well, if you guys trust him, you guys can tell him.
Alright, so I guess we'll just start with the first one. Trader 9. Look for a wealthy woman, a staunch ally of the devil. She keeps the treasure under lock and key with the bones of an ancient enemy. What would that mean?
A wealthy woman. Perhaps somewhere in Kresk or Wallachia. Obviously not the Barovia. There is no wealth to be found in that community. But Wallachia, Kresk, I would begin looking out the noble families. They perhaps are Strahd worshippers who have been hoarding items that could harm him.
Should we tell him the other ones? Or should we just stick with the first one for now?
The other
So,
ones.
Elduin is pretty set on, if you guys trust him, you can tell him whatever you want. So that's where Elduin's stance is at this time.
Yeah, I think we should just leave it at the first one. And just go from there.
Alright, so let's say we'll tell him that. That's just kind of give him some information. And then I'm hoping there's like a traveling scene. Maybe we'll tell him more during the traveling scene.
Yeah.
If there is one.
So, you know what? I mean, I have it. Why not use it? Hold on. It's time to, flex on that big budget just in case something like this ever happened.
Well, you know, John, we're kind of just stretching your budget out to the maximum with this stream.
Line of sight. So you see, there's a little cart going down the road. Oh, and how could I be so inconsiderate to not put the mist in?
Yeah, where's our mist? Oh,
Quick side note, John, is this the first time you had to use this scene?
No.
Okay.
What you think? Again? No, I have done this game many times.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to throw that out there.
But it's been the longest I've ever had someone drag it out. I mean, there's your cart with your little animated. Oh wait.
Hold on,
I never knew that before. Hold on.
You're breaking up real quick. Hold on, 1 second.
Oh.
1 second, let me disconnect and reconnect.
I hear
You're
you.
working fine for me.
Oh, okay.
Alright, try now.
Hello.
Yep.
I'm gonna get rid of the animated mist since I think it might be causing lag. But you know, there's your little cart going down the road.
Woo! It's beautiful.
Yeah. So as the cart goes down the road, looking out through the little windows in the cart, you notice that there are direwolves running through the woods. And as they look at the cart, they immediately whimper and scatter away.
My immediate reaction is being observant. I'm like, that's strange. They seem to be avoiding our cart. And I turn
Yes,
around to
of course.
Katarina. Do you know anything about this?
Possibly some sort of repellent or magic.
I am of Vistani blood. First saving the devil's life all those years ago, my ancestors were given a wonderful blessing, and it goes into our bloodline now. Any servants of the devil will not dare harm us. For we saved his life, and thus he owes us a life debt.
So, if you're a servant of the devil, how would that help us? If I'm not mistaken,
My ancestors were servants of the devil.
I'm a very cautious person. I mean, if my companions trust you, I mean, I guess that's fine. But I'm just a little confused with how this works. If your ancestors are, I guess you could say, servants of the devil.
Loyalties, they change. They falter. When the man you swore to protect is no longer noble, no longer kind, you no longer want to serve him.
But why would you no longer want to serve him? And sorry if I'm pushing further, but...
No, it is fine. The man we swore our loyalty to, the man my grandfather and my great-grandfather swore our loyalty to, was a kind and noble prince, a man who promised protection, a man who promised riches. The man he is now, the one you call devil, is not the man whom my ancestors swore loyalty to. He has become a monster that preys in the night and harms the community that I love.
Why the sudden...
Would you swear your loyalty to a man who kidnaps children to eat them?
I would not, but why would your ancestors... Well, I understand that he was once a... It sounds like a noble man. But why continue?
Do you not understand? Oh, of course you wouldn't.
Elliot,
A life debt, a gypsy life debt, is one that cannot be revoked. Once it is given, it cannot be taken away. My ancestors swore their undying love to this man, and he swore his undying protection to us. That bond can never be broken, but I can help others against him, but I cannot raise arms against him myself due to the blood magic.
So,
Elduin,
yeah, go ahead.
it's best to drop this subject. His ancestors swore loyalty. If they swore loyalty, they have to respect the honor of it.
If my companions trust him, then I will stand down with my questions.
No, do not feel a need to. I am not offended. I would be cautious as well. A double-siding Vistani offers you enlightenment. Yes, I would be. I would not be so keen either.
Then you understand that one scholar to another, knowledge is one of our biggest benefits to our arsenal, I guess is what you can say.
I am no scholar. I am merely a merchant.
Either way, you still need knowledge to...
Indeed.
Yeah, so you understand where I'm coming from.
Yes, well, perhaps knowledge for knowledge then. I can offer you anything I know.
So, with that question in hand, is there anything else you can tell us about Strahd? Who is he? What exactly is he? And is there anything we need to know?
He is a vampire. He comes from a royal bloodline. He died centuries ago, yet endures as a vampire, feasting on the blood of the living. Barovians refer to him as the Devil Strahd. He has taken many consorts, but he has only known one true love, a Barovian peasant girl named Tatiana. Strahd, his castle, is named Ravenloft, after his mother, Ravina. Strangers are not welcome in the castle without invitation. Strahd conquered this land many centuries ago and named it after his father, King Barov. He uses wolves, bats, and other creatures to spy on all of the realm. Anything you say is not safe here. Unless you're, of course, in company of Istani, who he is not allowed to spy on. The Barovians, they do not have souls. There are 3 main settlements in Barovia. Kresk to the west, Wallachia in the heart of the valley, and Barovia to the east. Strahd has spies in each settlement. There is an old windmill on the road between the village of Barovia and the town of Wallachia. It should be avoided at all costs. And it is wise to stick to the main road. Druids, wayward ghosts, and packs of wolves and werewolves haunt the woods, hunting for the devil.
I'm sorry, out of character. What was the person you said that Strahd loved?
Tatiana.
Oh, I'm giving you a run for your money, crazy. Don't worry, I'm writing notes.
No, I'm happy though, because, you know, I like I said, I know this setting incredibly well, so I love it when people ask me cool questions, because there's so much lore I never get to talk about in a normal playthrough.
Okay, so you said that Ravia and Wallachia, am I pronouncing that right? Avoid, because of what reason?
What was the first one?
Bravakia?
Wallachia.
Wallachia. And then what was the other one?
Brovia.
Brovia. Alright, sorry. And you said avoid them because of what reason?
He said there's an old windmill on the road between the village of Barovia and the town of Wallachia, so in the middle. It should be avoided at all costs.
But why?
The bone grinder.
Like the good kind?
No. He just sort of looks away. I will not say more.
So do you know anything about a sleeping prince?
A sleeping prince.
Mm-hmm.
There have only been 2 princes in all of Barovian legends. Of course, there is Strahd, the older, and then there was the younger, Sergei.
I guess that one.
He's dead now.
Okay, where is he?
I would not know. Perhaps he is buried in Castle Ravenloft's crypts? Why do you ask?
Alright then. Just curious, I heard something about a dead guy, and I like giving funerals.
Interesting. How very interesting.
Is there anything... I don't mean to push, but is there anything else you can tell us about the windmill?
Can I have you make me a persuasion check?
Sure. I can definitely give a persuasion check. Even though... Oh, well, it is one of my best skills.
You are a charisma caster. I would hope it.
10 plus 6, but it's a 16.
16. It's called the bone grinder. Because the horrible witches to crush up children and turn them into pastry.
Pastry.
That's
Okay.
unfortunate. So these crypts, where would they be?
Perhaps where all crypts are in the basement. I would not know. I have never been privy to an invitation to Castle Ravenloft. Not many people are.
Thank you regardless.
Can
It is no problem.
Can you tell us more about why Crest is okay to go to compared to Valeska and Bravia?
Barovia. It is
Bravovia.
Barovia. It is right under the eye of Castle Ravenloft, meaning it is the town the devil has the most control over. Wallachia, while the devil cannot enter there due to religious warding, he has spies everywhere. It is not safe. Kresk, on the other hand, has the Obbit, a beacon of light. Some say he is an angel of the Morning Lord. Kresk is small, insignificant. The devil does not care about it. And that is what makes it the safest. It is a blind spot in an otherwise perfect circle of control and information.
I immediately turn around to everyone. Guys, if there's anything that I can tell you, Crest is going to be the area we want to look further into. If we want to try to do anything for this area.
I'm fine with going. I'd like to see this Abbott guy. Whatever to do with the lights.
Yes, the Abbot. He was a man. Many years ago, he has become a bit of a recluse, if you would. He has locked himself away. But in his younger years, he would come down from the Abbey of St. Markovia, and he would raise the recently deceased children who had died of the plague, and would heal the elderly and heal lepers, give blind men their eyesight back. Truly a sight to behold.
Why do you like him?
House of the Saint. I think we should go there.
I can't think of any further questions. We should proceed. As
Do
a...
not worry. We are almost a crisp, Lenny. We are almost a crisp.
I think it's only fair. So we only gave him the one information, right?
Yeah.
As a gratitude for your information you gave us, we'll give you the second information, which is the holy symbol. And I don't...
A holy symbol?
Sorry, I'm writing quick notes. I don't remember. Can we just sum it up to what we told him, the holy symbol?
Yeah. How interesting. Perhaps that's why the Abbot has been silent for so long. He has been creating this powerful artifact to save us all from the darkness of the devil.
Is there any more you can tell us about the artifact that he's creating?
I would not know. I have not been to Kursk in many years. It, like I said, it is insignificant. I would not know about it.
I turn to Rodimir. I know your judgment's probably a little bit clouded by alcohol, but do you trust this man? I feel like he could provide us more information.
I trust him. He seems fine.
I proceed to tell him about the third one, which is Sword Sunlight, is how I have it noted.
Ah, so that is why you were asking about the crypts of Castle Ravenloft.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it sounds like it perhaps could be Sergei, the brother of the devil. But I have never been to Castle Ravenloft, but if you were to go to the crypts, it would be a death sentence to walk into the home of the devil and exhume the body of his deceased brother.
Yeah, but would he notice?
The devil is a god. He knows all.
Wouldn't he technically know this right now?
No, you are with Vistani, as I said. Ancient loyalty oath, he is not allowed to spy on us, and if I want to walk into the mist, I am allowed to leave. With Vistani is when you are most safe.
I quickly interrupt. Guys, I'm a man, I've been traveling for a while. Information is my thing. maybe we should tell him the rest. What do you guys think?
Yeah, go for it.
What is the only thing we haven't told him yet? The second
There's
one and
two
the fifth one?
things. There's the Ally of Darkness, and then in the dark, I have it noted. So keep in mind, I'm writing quick notes. I'm writing college notes right now. So I have Ally Darkness, and then I have Dark Beast, Dark Throne. So that's 4 and 5.
Okay. Yeah,
So
you might as well just tell him.
as a party, are we okay telling him the rest of the information?
Yes.
So I got one yes.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Dom?
Yes.
Alright, so, Elliot, sorry, but that seems like you got outvoted, because I think I'm good with it.
I want to share.
So, we're going to go to point 4, which is Ally Darkness.
A man with a monkey. That sounds like Wallachia to me, personally. There is a toy store by the name of Blinsky Toys. An old, fat man. He has a monkey on his shoulder. Perhaps, he is the ally you're seeking?
Possibly. We'll look further into it if we ever make it to that town. Could you tell us more about and I'm summarizing, Dark Beast, Dark Throne?
That sounds like Castle Ravenloft's audience throne. Back when the prince was noble, my grandparents used to tell me about the doors of Ravenloft would be brought open every fortnight, and people would be allowed to go upstairs to speak to the devil on issues, and he would fix them. Now, his throne has been turned away from the common folk, and the door is shut. I believe the throne you seek is on floor 2 of Castle Ravenloft.
4-2. Oh, right. Crazy, you're making me write a lot of notes tonight.
Hey man, I have 580 pages. I can go all night.
We are a match to meet. Because I am a critical thinker. So, alright. So, from what I'm gathering, so as far as endgame goes, Strahd is in Ravenloft obviously in the main area. You can only enter in the fortnight, turn away, and...
Well, that was ancient history.
Ancient history, okay.
Yeah, that was, he was talking about how he used to open it every fortnight for people to come, but now he's closed his doors and, his throne to the people.
Is there any way to make an appearance to Strahd now?
Strahd. It is pronounced Strahd.
Strahd.
Strahd. Close enough. If the devil wants to see you, you will know.
So,
usually with his guests, as he calls them, he'll invite you over for dinner.
So he'll invite us dinner. Okay.
I don't like the sound of that. Vampires, dinner. I know what's for dinner.
Yeah, indeed.
So as far as the person for Ally in the Darkness, so it's a person, it could possibly be a person that works in a toy store with a monkey. Yeah. Is there anything you can tell us more about that person?
Blinsky? Blinsky Toys, it is right in the center of Wallachia. He's a bit off. Not crazy, not hostile, but just strange. He has a very, interesting accent, interesting mannerisms. Has dedicated his life to building strange toys for children. Perhaps you know of his catchphrase? Is no fun, is no...
Is no fun what?
Is no fun, is no Blinsky. It was on the toy horse in Death House.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see how I bring it all back?
Mm-hmm.
I am so dragging this scene on, but I'm sorry guys, I'm a critical thinker. Crazy's gonna meet his match with this run through.
Might as well get as much information.
Sword of Sunlight. So you said is Stroud's. Stroud's. Am I pronouncing that right?
Strahd.
Strahd.
Yes.
That's his brother. Why is it
Perhaps.
so hard to access?
It is Castle Ravenloft, a fortress guarded by dragons and undead. The last man was a wizard who led an army to Castle Ravenloft, and the devil single-handedly slaughtered an entire army and an arch-wizard. The castle's defenses and traps are unmatched. If you were to enter uninvited, not only would he know, you would probably die before he even got to you.
Is that
It is the most dangerous place in all of Barovia.
is that wizard still alive? Do you happen to know?
Would you care for the story?
We got some time. Why not?
A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He talked exactly like how you talked. A very charismatic man. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle in mass. When the vampire arrived, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. The battle flew over the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls of the Zarpool. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic he survived. Lightnings from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value. But the River of Bliss had already sprinted him away.
So what you're saying is you could not find the body. So it's possible he's still alive.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps it is.
That river. Can you tell us more about that river as far as where it flows and all?
Absolutely. I think this is an appropriate time for me to show you the map, I think, for the first time.
Real quick, side check. Crazy. How much am I giving you a run for your money? Please tell me a lot.
No.
Aww. I feel like I'm asking.
If I was a new DM, yeah, but every single question that you ask, I have an immediate answer for.
Well, in terms of for a new player,
you're doing great.
I'm really critical thinking. This is how I play, and that's why I design Elduin, because that's how he thinks and that's how I think.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I'm writing notes here, by the way, guys. I literally have like 3 pages of notes right now. Let's see if I remember it tomorrow when I look at it, but
So
go ahead.
On the map here, the Zarf Falls would have been right here. I've already
Hold on.
I put the text in for everything that you found already. Everything else is.
You're cutting off.
Oh. Test.
It was fine for me, so maybe
It was
it's
fine for me,
perhaps your
too.
internet.
It was cutting off for me. There's a chance that it was cutting off. Hold on, let me keep my stream up. There's a chance that it was cutting off for my headsets, but it's actually still working for the stream. So, go ahead.
Right. So I've updated the map, so everything you guys would know has been put onto the map. And everything else that you haven't explored yet is obscured.
Okay, so where's the river? Can you point out the exact where the river you refer to is?
The Ivlis is right by Barovia, and near the Tsar pool are the falls. So
Okay.
it gives you a pretty big margin to search.
So it's safe to say from there and there is where the body could have possibly disappeared.
Yes.
Sorry, let me write this down.
I'm so glad I get to use the map. No one ever likes to look at my map.
Oh, I'm giving you a run for your money. So, I'm big on detail.
Funny enough, I was wondering about a map earlier.
All right.
I'm gonna take a guess and say this is
Where? So, just to
Yeah,
confirm,
it is.
that's Castle Ravenloft. Ravenloft. Blah, blah, blah.
Ravenloft. Yeah, you have a lot of problems with
Ravenloft.
these Eastern European names, don't you?
I really do. Okay, so just to confirm, so I have my information, where exactly did the body disappear? Where was the last site of the body?
The Tsar pool is right by the castle. Or the Tsar Falls, sorry, right by the castle.
False. And you said you looked, the character said that he looked there and he couldn't find it.
Yes. There was no body to be found.
Where does the river flow?
The river flows in two directions, depending on where well, it flows downwards, so it would have gone down,
South.
towards Wallachia. Or technically east, because of the compass. Or
Has
then again,
anyone...
if he was still alive, he probably would have also moved.
So it's safe to say that, and as I said, I'm pushing just because I like the information. So it's safe to say that if, let's say he survived, you couldn't find his body at the falls. There's a chance that between Barovia and Slovakia, he could have survived.
Perhaps, yes.
Well, if it was me and I lost to a vampire, I would most likely hide somewhere in the town.
Why the town, though?
Hiding in plain sight.
Is there anyone strange in the town that you can take note of?
In Barovia.
Yeah.
Huh. In Barovia. He's sort of like... There was always that Ismark the Lesser. Always been a bit of an odd fellow. Ismark is the man who asked her to take his sister to Slovakia.
But that would make it the guy so let's say, and I mean, I understand you are only giving the information you can understand. That would mean that the guy whose sister is supposed to be married to Strahd, am I pronouncing that correct? Strahd.
This needs to be a reoccurring joke all the way to the end, where like even Strahd himself is correcting you.
Exactly. Honestly, that would be funny as shit. Anyway, so that means that he would technically be the survivor out of quick thought, out of critical thinking. But I'm gonna put that at a back burner because we want to proceed with the story at the same time. But I do want to. So
You got to talk. Or he's having us take the sister to where the wizard is.
that could be.
You ain't doing critical thinking.
Or throwing my little hook screw to mess with you guys. Maybe this story is just a story for exposition.
Don't
That's what
mess
he
up our
wants us
critical
to think.
thinking.
Rule of altars. They don't describe something for no reason.
Okay. Take to wizard. I'm gonna write. Sorry, give me 1 second. And being the critical thinker I am, So, the other thing I don't think we mentioned is the wealthy woman with the lock and key.
You did.
Did we?
He said that he said that it would obviously be someone who he said it would obviously be a Strahd supporter from Wallachia or Crest, since Barovia has no wealth for there to be a noble.
The ladies.
Give me 1 second. Alright, so either way, based off the information I have, Kraus is the only place. Kraus. I am horrible with these names. Kraus.
It is Crezk.
Either way, we're gonna go with there.
You know,
It's safe
you're
to
from
say.
Faerun, you know. You're used to speaking Elvis, you know.
So, John, on an off note, you're going to educate me on this later. So, it's safe to say we're probably going to have to start our adventure at Krisk.
It's actually really cool because, see, you can start your adventure anywhere, right? This is only the second time I've had someone start it in Crest.
It's only logical because, for me, as Elduin, information is key, and it only seems like it's safe to go to Krisk.
And I'm fucked up.
Exactly. And Elduin worries about the weak. So,
Yeah.
that makes sense to move to that direction no matter what.
Alright, so I'm gonna move us along.
Exactly.
Ahem. The road branches north and climbs a rocky escarpment. A 20-foot high wall of stone, reinforced with buttresses every 50 feet. The wall encloses a settlement on the side of a snow-dusted mountain spur. Beyond the wall, you can see the tops of snow-covered pines and thin white wisps of smoke. The somber toll of a bell comes from a stone abbey that clings to the mountainside high above the settlement. The steady chime is inviting, a welcome change from the deathly silence and oppressive fog to which you have grown accustomed. It's hard to tell at this distance, but there seems to be a switchback road clinging to the cliffs that lead up from the walled settlements to the abbey. The man stops at the road. Well, it was a pleasure having you in my cart. Once again, Vasily von Holtz, you can always seek me out if you need a little bit of help.
Could we get a ride from you later?
Absolutely.
How would we call upon you?
I could stay here for a little bit.
How long is a little bit?
I could hang out in Kresk, why not? You have been nice enough.
Alright.
As a reassurance to make sure he sticks here, and I'm not sure of the value, I'm going to slide 10 silver pieces.
He'll take it? Of course. Thank you. Vasily von Holtz, thanks.
I appreciate all the information you give me, and hopefully that payment is accustomed to what you gave in us.
He tips his hat. Anything for a fellow crusader who wishes to purify the lands of Barovia.
And I
You
just
begin
in
to
my
make your way
inventory.
to the gatehouse.
Yes.
No, I'm not going to put tokens down because this is a very, very small map and there's no need for it. The air, yeah.
I really hate to do this, but can I take a quick break just to go pee real quick?
It depends. How much longer do you want to play?
How much longer does everyone else have?
It's 11:50. Damn.
'Cause like I said, I can go as long as you guys want.
How long do you guys think you want to go?
I'm fine with continuing to go. It's not even 10 for me.
Okay.
All right,
Then
let me.
what? How about we go? How about we go?
What? You cut off.
How about we go in for like another hour?
I don't know about another hour, but let me see. Let's just take a quick break because I really gotta go to the
Okay.
bathroom. But
Okay, I'm taking a break too. Grab another drink.
All right, and once again, y'all can hit me up with questions.
all right. So
What?
anyone,
So I want to do that thing real quick.
anyone still watching can ask questions now. So I'll be right back.
Oh, it's starting to get good.
Oh yeah. So that holy guy, he's the one who lives
The
in
Abbot?
like, yeah, he lives in that big
Yeah.
building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And the
Elliot.
guy,
Oh, I continue. Then I'll say.
oh, it's just gonna ask the guy with the carriage. He's just gonna hang around in town.
Yeah, Vasily. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So, tell me, what do you think of my storytelling skills so far?
I figured you were amazing. My God,
Yeah,
you
you
really.
I'm gonna look at the classes real quick.
I will say
My
you-
favorite thing was Peter being like, "Tell me about a wizard." I pull out a monologue.
I mean, that's the way to do it, right?
Okay, let's see.
But what were you gonna say? Was that Nick or Dom who said? I will say.
it was Nick. I will say, you really do know how to make like bring the story to life. I will say that.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely with the characters and giving them like their own personalities and voices and having them seem unique instead of just a body of.
It desire is stunning by my wine.
What's the closest thing to a knight?
To a knight, fighter. There is actually a knight. I believe there's no. A knight would be like champion fighter, maybe samurai fighter.
Okay, I'm seeing. Well, because I'm also seeing Eldritch Knight.
So the reason I want to go later tonight is because the Abbot is my favorite character in the entire setting,
Okay.
and I really want to get to play him.
Okay, I'm gonna pick champion then.
Yeah, is this your backup?
Yeah, it's for my backup. I'm gonna
No,
start
I,
it now while he's peeing.
I am so hyped to play the Abbot. I love him. I mean, Vasily. So Vasily von Holtz is a custom character that I've made for this setting. He's not in the book, and so he's my second favorite.
I do like him quite a lot.
Yeah, so do I. Because it's interesting because he's a Vistani that's mentioned twice in the campaign, but the book actually doesn't let you interact with them. So I think it's really cool to get to interact with the merchant because I think he can be a really cool exposition point. Because it's really hard to get information normally, but I like the party being able to get information.
Yeah, a lot of
I'm
people
back.
tend not to take it as well.
Keep
Like,
giving.
yeah.
Can you guys
Rolls
fill me in
around
on
just
what
like
was being
the-
discussed?
I'm not sure, and especially DMs. DMs seem to not want to give out information a lot, but I love to give out information.
I think a lot of it is to do, like, even from my personal experience, is that people want information that would take a lot of work because it doesn't
No,
just
yeah.
depending upon if it's like a world that doesn't have the backstory.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a variant human and a basic human?
Basic human gets +1 to all stats. Variant human starts with a feat and +1 to 2 stats.
So what was discussed real quick? I just got
Also
back.
get-
Variant.
Two
Oh,
skill
yeah.
proficiency.
They get 1 skill if you're a variant human.
Okay, I do variant.
Hey guys, real quick, what was discussed real quick?
Okay.
So anyway,
Because I
Peter's
walked away.
here.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I just got back.
I don't think so.
I
He's
see him
still
on the
muted.
webcam.
Maybe he's thinking.
Oh wait, hold on,
You know,
hold on,
Peter's
hold
a
on.
big bit.
There we go. My mic was silent.
You couldn't go for
we were
longer?
just talking about how people enjoyed the transition from the dungeon to this.
It's really good.
So yeah, I mean, am I Am I someone that's asking a good bit of questions that you don't normally get asked compared to most people?
I don't get asked a lot of these questions, but I like it because it allows me to give you a better, larger idea of the whole story and I think Strahd is the best D&D villain ever written, in my personal opinion. So getting to really look, because he has a whole backstory and stuff, so getting to glimpse into, because you obviously aren't going to get a ton now, but getting to just glimpse a little bit into, his swap of going from noble to monster, I think begins to build up into this grander mystery of who the devil really is, and why he brings people in to toy with them.
Yeah, and I mean, don't be surprised if I talk to you off camera just to kind of reinforce
for it.
notes I took.
Yeah.
But I'm literally.
I apologize for forcing the fortune telling, but it's something very important that
No,
needs
no,
to
no.
be done.
That's fine, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm not against forced storyline because obviously, if you leave it to someone like me that will try to find the quickest solution, that's how I think. I think what's the solution for the situation? That's perfectly fine to keep the story going in a more entertaining way. But like I said, I have so many notes here right now of stuff I was writing as you were talking. So don't be surprised if I talk to you off camera, just trying to reinforce what I wrote, especially since I have a few drinks in me, streaming with bourbon in me. But that's how I foresee Elduin. Elduin to me is a educated guy. So information is his advantage, I guess is to say.
Alrighty. So the air grows colder as you approach the walled settlement. 2 square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone into which is sent a pair in which is of 12-foot tall iron-bound. Carved into the arch above the doors is a name, Crest. The walls that extend from the gatehouse are 20 feet high. Atop the parapet, you see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears. They watch you nervously.
I cautiously approach them and ask, Can you assist us with maybe a doctor that could help us with our companion?"
They look down at you. Who are you?
My name is Elduin Biphine, and these are my companions, Rodimir, Sherelle, and Katarina. We are hoping you can assist us with Katarina and her current situation.
They sort of look down at her hunchback. You seek the abbot.
If he can help us, yes, we seek him.
You seek the madhouse.
Probably.
Well, they sort of look at each other. We can... Can you make me a persuasion check as they sort of begin to weigh the options of letting strangers into the settlement?
Real quick, doesn't matter who gives the persuasion check, or you got a specific person?
It's whoever wants to be the one to try and do it.
Okay, so
Can
I have
provide assistance?
I have a +6, so if anyone can beat that.
Peter becomes party leader.png.
I mean, I'm okay with
You know, he survives that sampling mound, and suddenly he becomes the protagonist.
It's funny because... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to see if I could provide the help
Yeah, go for
action.
it. Go for it.
So, am I the one that's going to go for it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I got to roll 2 d20s and then take the higher one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm learning. That's a 4. And that's a 9. And then +6. So, 15.
Plus it's 15. Oh, right on the dot what you needed. They'll look at each other, then look back at you, and give a small sigh. We cannot deny a plight for the healing light of the abbot. But I must warn you, whatever legends you may have heard, the madhouse is not what it is built up to be. As the wooden gates begin to swing open,
Is there anything else you can tell us about this madhouse?
the abbot, he is a good man. He has turned the abbot into an asylum for lepers. If you're looking for a pious place with gold lighting, you will not find it. It is a hospital.
Is there anything you could tell us about the abbot?
He has this grace upon him. He seems to be a good man, a man of faith, but he used to heal the townsfolk. But for some years now, he has not come down to the settlement. Almost locked himself away in the madhouse, seeing to his patients.
Do you know why he locked himself away from everyone else?
He took upon a major load upon himself, about 70 lepers, and has dedicated himself to healing them. I don't even know if he eats anymore.
Maybe I could provide him some assistance.
Perhaps we have seen adventurers come and go from the madhouse. We don't think it is dangerous, but we do not want to disturb his work. He has done a great many deeds for us over the year.
Of course.
So you said that other adventurers went there, so you would presume that there was no danger approaching the abbot.
No, he does not seem to be a dangerous man. He never has been. Healing the elderly and reviving children who died of stillbirth. He is a great man, without a doubt.
Is there anyone I
It
can
is
do
just his current obsession that is a bit unnerving. The obsession with curing lepers who cannot be cured.
Is there anything with the obsession that is the reason that's causing a concern? Like, is he harming anyone?
Yeah, we wouldn't know. We have not seen him in years.
And what about his patients?
His patients, they came years ago, and we've never seen them leave.
Anyone else want to add on?
Sounds fine to me. Let's go in.
Well, Rodimir spoke for us. Let's go.
See, it's funny. Just side note, it's funny because like I'm like the critical thinker of the group, so like everyone else is like, "Let's go."
Rodimir's just the comic relief.
So if no one else wants to add on to my questions, I don't think I have anything else. So I am going to say thank you and let's proceed.
Yeah, and he'll point you up to the road that leads to the abbey.
Okay.
This switchback road that hugs the cliff, 10 feet wide, and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous, and the air grows colder as one nears the top. It's time for, like, the second biggest map in this game.
Ooh. I am so gonna have to like sit down with you, John, and just like go over some of the stuff.
I need to because I'm working on my. I gotta work on my second character.
Oh, that's the GM layer. Please don't put the tokens down on the GM layer. Thank you.
So what happened? Okay. Can't see.
You should be able to see now.
Yeah, I see a bit. I just gotta figure out where I'm at.
Oh yeah, no. You guys are gonna be hands. So, the road from the village climbs above the mist to where White Abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees in the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot high 3-foot thick wall of jumbled stone held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. It stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the north top of the closer north wing, which also sprouts a chimney billowing gray smoke. Someone is obviously home.
Me personally, I would want to check that out.
So we can just go in.
Alright, so I'm gonna knock first and ask, is there anyone there?
As you knock on the gate, this half-donkey, half-humanoid scrambles down to the gate, paws against it, sniffing, through the gate towards you. You haven't you?
Sure.
He swings open the gate happily. Yes, I am Otto. Otto will take you to Master. Master will be happy to see you. Master will help all. Follow Otto.
I quickly interrupt. Who's your master?
Master, holy grace, Master is God, Master is light, Master is the Morning Lord.
And who's the Morning Lord?
The Morning Lord, the Morning Lord is the God of light, he who sends light down upon this very realm, and sends all darkness screaming away.
And what's his name?
The Abbot. Come, Otto will take you to see Master.
Is everyone in agreement to follow him?
Yes.
Well,
Alright.
he's an interesting character.
Ooh, this guy.
A 15-foot-high curtain wall joins the abbey's two wings. Behind its battlements, two guards stand at attention. Their features obscured by fog. Below them, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot-tall wooden doors, reinforced with bands of... To the right of these doors, a tarnished copper plaque that reads, "May her light cure all illness."
I'm sorry.
And you notice that the two propped up scarecrows.
Hold on. 1 second. 1 second, I'm sorry. Audio issue.
Alright.
Audio issue.
One more time.
Peter?
Back to this.
Okay. A 15-foot-high curtain wall joins the abbey. Beyond its battlements, two guards stand at attention. Their features obscured by... Below them, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot-tall wooden doors, reinforced with bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque that reads, "May her light cure all illness." To getting a closer look, you notice the two guards are scarecrows adorned in armor. And Otto gives them a big salute and goes, "Stand down, gentlemen! They're here to see the Master!" And he pushes the big doors open and waddles in.
Without questioning, I
Yes.
proceed forward.
The thick fog that fills this courtyard swirls as if eager to escape. The courtyard is surrounded by a 15-foot-high curtain wall, on which stand several guards with their backs to you, or so they seem at first. It's clear now that these guards are also merely scarecrows. Wooden doors to the north and east lead to the abbey's two wings. In the center of the courtyard is a stone well fitted with an iron winch, to which a rope and bucket are attached. Along the perimeter, tucked under the overhanging wall, are several stone sheds with padlocked wooden doors, as well as 3 shallow alcoves that contain wooden throws. 2 wooden posts pounded into the rocky earth have iron rings bolted to them. and chained to one of them is a short humanoid bat with wings and spider mandibles. The quiet is shattered by horrible screams coming from the sedge.
I immediately respond, where is the orbit?
The abbot, allow me. Otto will take you. He is right over here. And as you guys walk by the fountain, this half, octopus, half human, claws its way out of the fountain, lunging towards Sorel. And just as it reaches out to grab you, a chain yanks it back into the well, and you hear it splashing and drowning in the water.
What the hell is that?
That is Mishka.
And who is a Mishka?
I presume?
No, Mishka is my sister. We are all siblings here at the madhouse.
Seems fine to me.
And actually, I'm not even going to proceed with that question. I'm going to move on.
Yeah, I don't know what to say after that one.
He leads you into the main building. Gentle-sounding music trickles down from above, played on a single-stringed instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room window. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire and a hearth, while above the fireplace mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase clings to the upper level, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabra are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young man with alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her hair is neatly bundled so as to not touch her soft shoulders. She seems lost in thought. Accompanying her is a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe. He gently takes the one by hand, and a painted holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from the chain around his neck. He moves with the grace of a saint.
I speak
So
out.
you'd be the abbot.
Oh. Go ahead.
So you'd be the abbot, huh?
Finally. Hold on, I gotta get his theme.
That's so anticlimactic.
He turns to you slowly. Yes, I am the abbot. I am the morning word. Pleasure to meet you. How can I help you today? You are a priest. Yes, he sort of climbs across the table towards you on all fours. Yes. How can I help you? Do you need healing? I will help you.
We need help with our friend, Katarina here. Is there anything you could do to help her?
I will help her. I heal all. As he brings his head down, and you hear the bones snap as he brings his neck down to a 90-degree angle.
He's fine.
And he drops the hand of the woman he's holding, and her shoulder literally disconnects with a tear and drops to the floor.
She's also fine.
He slowly just begins to climb towards Katarina. Breathing in your face, spit flying all over you. What seems to be the problem today?
I am cursed with hunchbackism, I guess you could say.
An easy fix. He puts his hands, rubbing them all over your face, and your spine just snaps back into place, instantly healing you. And as he slowly brings his hands down, he looks at you directly in the eyes. Your eyes are so beautiful.
Okay, so get a boy.
I offer my hand to him. Is there anything you could do for me?
He just slaps it and heals you like it's nothing. And then immediately
Thanks.
goes back to looking at her. Such beauty.
Alright,
I've been looking for a pair like them for so long. May I have them?
I don't
I
think they're
need
for
to
sale.
see.
I see. Perhaps I'll have them another day.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, welcome to the Abbey of St. Markovia. Feel free to take a look around. As he takes his seat again, picks up the discarded arm, and just melds it back onto this. As he moves his hand around, this holy light heals it and stitches it back into place as if it was never broken off.
There's something wrong with this guy.
Really?
I immediately say thank you. I don't know how we can repay you.
I know how you can repay me. You must get me a wedding dress. I need it.
And where would we find this wedding dress?
If I knew, I would get it myself.
Why do you need it?
He sort of like rubs this corpse bride all over. My lovely Vasilka, she will be the bride to Strahd. You see, all Strahd needs is true love, one to replace his Tatiana. When he gets his love, he will be broken of his curse, and we will have light once more.
Did any of you get that?
Yeah. It's kind of hard because I'm trying to think of how Elduin would react in this situation.
So, could I offer him one of my maid outfits with a beautiful rotten tiger rug?
I forgot about that.
He'll take the maid outfit. This is not a wedding dress, but I'll take it anyway. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll put this to good use. Maybe the devil will want to use her in it. Yes, yes. I can already feel the morning words light on my face again.
Well, that was
Can I cast light
Um,
on him?
Can I do a quick perception check on that person right there?
What are you trying to see?
So I'm assuming it's a she because of what I'm seeing on the icon.
Quote, sir.
Yeah, so I'm assuming a C based off of that. I'm just trying to get any other information because from what I understand, nothing else was indicated from there.
You don't need a perception check to see how horrible this woman is. Her hair is two different shades and stitched and glued into place. Her body is lined with stitches, putting together different pigments of skin. Her ears are different sizes. One arm is longer than the other. One leg is sort of broken in three different places, so she would have to walk with a limp. Her mouth is sewn shut, and she is missing eyes. This is a corpse bride, if you've ever seen one, brought to life by the most putrid of magic available.
And I turn around. And can I ask, what is this fair lady's name?
Vasilka, the bride of Strahd. What will end the curse of Strahd? Oh, I'm so pious.
One more time,
This
can
is
you
not a
repeat the name?
person. Vasilka, Vasilka. This is not a person. This is a combination of body parts from different people that's been made into a interpretation of a woman.
So it's not a living being.
It's alive. It's moving. It's just... You wouldn't want to be alive. It barely looks like they have control over their body functions. And they're falling apart, like skin peeling off and dropping to the floor. And the abbot picks it up, licks it, and puts it back onto her, healing it with magic.
Yum.
So obviously I don't want to progress asking more information about that because I feel like it's going to be sensitive information. So I'm going to turn around and be like, and it's only justifiable to me to ask, is there any other information you could provide us about Strahd?
Yes. The devil. He is misunderstood. He is not as evil as they all say he is. He is merely a boy looking for love. The loss of his love, Tatiana, has corrupted him, and I, the noble of it, will see to healing his heart and healing the land. You see, he is not bad. He is not mad. He merely has a mental illness from the loss of his love that is causing him to do this, and I, the abbot, will cure him.
How did Strahd become who he is?
He just laughs in response, as if too frightened to say the answer.
I plead to you, is there anything you can tell us?
Find me a wedding dress, and I will tell you more. Yes, we need the light. It is so cold without the light. The sun, I need it. Bring me the sun!
Give you the sun, you said?
I need it. 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 Oh, Morning Lord, I need it. Why have you forsaken me?
And when you say give you the sun, do you mean Shroud's brother?
Why would I need his brother? No, I need the sun itself, the Morning Lord, the thunder. I need my God. I need to feel him on my face again. His rays, I need them to come down once more. How can you survive in a land of darkness?
So you need Strahd, it's himself.
No! I need Lathander, the Morning Lord.
Morning Lord, okay.
John, didn't you say there was a sun in this room?
It's right behind him.
Could I skirt around the tables and go investigate with it?
Sir.
Is that a sure?
Yeah, sir, go for it.
Okay. I wanna... Over here, right?
Yeah.
Could I roll perception, perhaps?
Go for it.
Or... Okay. Yes.
Yeah, this small sun above the mantelpiece has a little handle on it that could be opened to reveal a secret compartment.
I turn to the abbot. Would it be alright if I just check this?
No! You will not take my treasure! If you bring me my wedding dress, I will trade you! I will change this treasure for the wedding dress! But don't you dare open it! I'll kill you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
Alright.
Real quick, I want to try a deception check. And I want to try to convince him that we can find the wedding dress behind there.
Okay.
So I'm going to immediately, just for the sake of role-playing...
Whatever can tell us.
Excuse me, sir. I think we could find your wedding dress behind this. Can we proceed through? And then...
You think you can lie to me? You think you can lie to me? I have divine sense! You can't lie to an angel!
I'm not trying to lie to you, and
Yes,
I know you're...
Yes, you are! You're trying to lie to an angel! I can see it!
No!
So because you don't know this, Peter, angels have an ability called divine sense, which allows them to instantly know when someone's lying to them or trying to deceive them.
And he is an angel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one fucked up angel.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try a persuasion. Since he's an angel, I can't do a deception, so persuasion might be able to work. In my head, at least.
Yeah.
So I try to reason with him. Listen. I think us going through here might help us find your dress that you need, as well as the information we need. It could benefit both of us, and we ask, out of your out of respect to you, that you allow us to go through this. And do
Did
you want me to
bring
roll?
back the sun?
Make your perception.
All right. 13 plus a 6, which is 19.
No! No! You will not take my treasure. You will not help the Abbot if you take my treasure. You will leave. You will leave.
What if I promise that we won't take the treasure? I promise you. You can check us as soon as we walk out. We won't take your treasure.
You will not take my holy symbol.
Bring you a dress. It's as simple as that. We'll be back when we're ready.
You're going to leave already? You're not even going to go upstairs?
Well, is the dress upstairs?
No,
Would you
no.
like the dress?
But please, take a tour around my lovely abode. I want you to see how I've decorated it just for you.
Out of courtesy,
Very beautiful.
we say thank you, and we will take the tour and look around your lovely place.
Yes, go upstairs. Tell me how you love it. I must repair my lovely girl.
Immediately, I turn around to everyone. Guys, stand guard. I don't know how I feel about this.
Creepy.
This is my favorite NPC in the whole game, by the way.
And then,
Why?
I think we're gonna walk upstairs
Those
wherever
are
upstairs.
downstairs.
Yeah,
These are
upstairs.
downstairs. These are upstairs. Yeah, Otto
Yep.
is blocking the downstairs. Alrighty. He really wants to. Oh yeah, just stay. I have to move you to another map.
No problem.
But yeah.
That's why I stopped there.
He really wants to show off his decorations.
Worried.
You know, for the longest time, crazy, I thought when it said host of the saint behind the sun, I thought it was the priest that we went to behind his actual sun.
That's what I thought.
That would be incredible if I could do like. So, the wooden stairs climb 20 feet to a loft with a pitched roof and a door in the center of the south wall. Unlit lanterns hang from the rafters, and a rope dangles from a bronze bell lodged in the belfry 30 feet overhead. The room is filled with the sound of a melody so enchanting that it adds a bit of much-needed warmth to the otherwise freezing room. The black shroud covers a humanoid shape lying on a wooden table. The music does nothing to stir it. A cot heaped with furs rests in the northeast corner, surrounded by empty wine bottles. An oil lamp burns atop a nearby table, silhouetting a squat creature that has two heads. It sits on the edge of a cot with a viol between its legs. With a crustacean claw-like appendage, it grasps the neck of the instrument, while running a bow gently against the strings with the human hand. And there is a small nightstand in the corner where you can see a small red book that simply reads "Journal" peeking out.
I want to do a perception check to this thing right here.
Go for it.
So, alright, and then D20, 19, and I mean, obviously that's going to bring me right up.
Yeah. So this man is sort of half bear, half crab, with a baby's head attached to his own. A horrible abomination. But he pays you no mind. He's just playing his music.
I don't know if I'm going to regret this, but I turn around to the man in the most respectful manner ever, and I turn around and go, "Hi, sir. I was wondering if you could tell us any more information about where we're at."
He continues to play his music. He seems to not be able to hear you.
I'm going to disregard him right now, just because I'm a little cautious. Anyone else want to proceed?
I'm not really sure where we can keep going, or...
There's a door, like I said, there's a door here, and then there's the...
Well, time to go be nosy.
Oh.
I'm gonna follow Rodimir wherever he goes.
Yeah, so you guys pick up the journal?
Yeah.
Or do you begin to read it?
I look at the front. It's just journal.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay. Oh boy.
Would you like me to narrate?
Yes.
Day the 1st, as the Morning Lord bids me, so the Morning Lord bids me, so do I follow. The Abbey of St. Markovia on Kresk has to these many years lain destitute by the evil Strahd, who by his own hand slayed the blessed saint who gave the abbey its name and hallowed its ground. I will restore it to its previous glory and purpose, a place of healing and hope. To do this, I must win the villagers' trust. They cower in fear in the village over which the abbey looms. So fearful are they of Strahd and his wolves that they do not dare venture beneath the village walls. The walls of mist might as just well be made of brick and mortar as it imprisons them justly. Day the 13th, I have taken the guise of a mortal, pleasing and young, and gone amongst the villagers. They seem to harbor suspicion about my purpose and origin. They want to help, certain that I am certain that I can win their confidence to aid me in restoring the sanctuary. They need so. 15th day of the 3rd month, the 3rd year. While there is much left to do to recapture the former glory of this place, it is once more serving the village. They come to these doors, those ill of limb and mind, and I attend to them as shepherds with his flock. Light is returning to Barovia, and in my heart I feel at peace. 2nd day of the 6th month, the 6th year. Today, a sickly brood of inbred lepers appeared at our doors, seeking salvation. They call themselves by the family name Bellevue. Though there is little of beauty or good one can see upon them, we will do what we can to rid them of their dreadful infirmities. 22nd day of the 10th month, the 8th year. The Bellevues are much improved. Their physical deformities have vanished under our soothing balms and salves. They are grateful and follow after me like dogs waiting to please. Still, they brandish such defects which go beyond what cures and treatments I can find in the Abbey's text or from my own Lord's guidance. I am determined to make them whole again and bring them into the light. 8th day of the 4th month, the 10th year. I know not what more can be done to help these woeful creatures, but I must. I shall not be defeated. They cannot undo all that I have worked and strived to accomplish here. 9th day of the 8th month, the 15th year. Their idea of perfection does not match mine. They have strange ideas of what it means to be human. They beg me to give them the eyes of a cat, wings to fly, the strength of a mule, the guile of a snake. I pity them. I am sure their desires for bestial traits cannot lead to salvation, but it persuades them to follow then let it be so. I will yield to these mad desires and hope it helps. 1st day of the 2nd month, the 16th year. My first experiments have been abysmal failures, the results fatal, yet they beg and plead. How do I go on? How can I stop now? How can I stop when the next might be a success? We are so close. 15th day of the 9th month, the 17th year. I am at my wit's end. 5th day of the 5th month, the 25th year. Today a Barovian lord named Vasily von Holtz visited the abbey. His outward appearance was pleasing enough, but I sensed something sinister about his person, like a blade that penetrates to my depths. It stains like an ink that I cannot sake. His purpose at first was not clear, but he tells me he has come to help. From whence he comes or why I know not. Tonight, he tells me he will reveal more as we suspect. 3rd day of the 4th month, the 25th year. Little did I know that when Vasily arrived, he would bring me the knowledge that would help me satisfy the needs of those pitiful creatures who torment my soul. He brings me forbidden lore from a place known as the Amber Temple. This has solved the fatal dilemma of transformation that has eluded me thus far. We have found the way to satisfy what they have asked. There is much work to do. 12th day of the 5th month, the 13th year. They are happy as mongrel folks. It instantly brings them happiness. We should all be insane. 19th day, the 10th month, 15th year. 2 of the mongrel funk now serve me as guards, Otto and Zelfrey. Those 2 are my most impressive creations thus far. I am as father would feel. 6th day, the 6th month, 6th year, the 66th year. I should have known! How foolish have I been! Or maybe I did not know, but refused to believe so. Vasily von Holtz has revealed himself to be the devil Strahd. What is it to be done? It would be futile to attempt to slay such immortal creatures. The ancient curse upon this land protects him. He can never truly die, at least not in Barovia. 14th day of the 6th month, the 66th year. There is more to this monster than meets the eye. At supper tonight, Strahd sown himself and lamented the curse that has followed him through the centuries. He wants nothing more than to escape Barovia. Despite myself, I feel the pangs of sympathy and urge to help him find release and peace. I have taken it upon myself to find a cure for his malice and set him free from his torment. 7th day of the 9th month, the 67th year. I can see only one way of curing this poor soul, reunification with his last love. He speaks so fondly and wistfully of her. I am certain this way lies salvation for all of us. This will end Barovia's curse once and for all. The day of the month of the 70th year. The Bellevue is languished in the madhouse as I toil on creating a goblin bride for Strahd, using the parts that I scavenged from the town below. 71st year. Training for the bride progresses slowly. She will live again to love. Ha! Love. The word tastes like bitter root in my mouth. Why is live evil? Why is live evil written backwards? I wonder what I have wrought. Is this what the morning Lord sent me to do? The lessons in etiquette and the manners of a lady move slow like the wheels of eternity. But she soon shall be ready to be presented to Strahd. Valzilka, she is beautiful. He will be so pleased. I can feel the morning Lord's light again.